Hello, and welcome to the Mighty Misfit. And welcome to the Mighty Misfit Menagerie, or I broke myself. It doesn't count.
It moved again.
Sorry. So tonight we are going to be doing something exciting for most of us. We are starting back up with season 3 of our World of Darkness kind of campaign. I say season 3, but it's kind of like American Horror Story, where they're completely unrelated. So if you watched season 1 and season 2 of World of Darkness, neither of which got a particularly good conclusion, just ignore all of that. We're not doing any of that. This is all new, brand new. If you're unaware of the setting for World of Darkness, or Chronicles of Darkness, I should say, the right name of the game, Chronicles of Darkness, you can go over to Eventually on our channel, and we have like a breakdown. It's like, I want to say 45, 50 minutes of me and Helena talking about what this system looks like, how it's played, the settings and themes, as well as a second video on character creation, and hopefully soon a shorter video on character creation.
A little 10-minute blip.
Which we got to preview, and it's pretty funny, so you should watch that when it comes out. Beyond that, welcome, my children of darkness. We don't have Helena of Darkness with us, but we do have Helena. Oh, from the second Eventually video, we created Helena.
Oh, right. She's not the one I will be playing.
No. All right, so this is going to be a little bit more of a structured game, especially in the beginning, because you guys don't know each other at all, and World of Darkness does not really lend itself to you all meet in a tavern and an adventure ensues. So I do ask everyone to be patient. I don't know even how long we're playing tonight, but we will be going person by person based on a very long and thought out schedule that I made that I did not put Kerrigan on. So I'm just going to use Margar's schedule for Kerrigan's character, because it works. It works. You're retired, kind of. Got nothing important going on.
It must be nice.
But yeah. Does that work? Does that break it? No. Yeah. So, I don't even know where to go from here, because usually we transition to Helena talking about what happened last time, but there's nothing to talk about.
Helena, what happened last time?
We made characters that you will soon meet.
I can tell you what happened previously.
What happened?
Oh, yeah.
So somewhere around 6 billion years ago, the Big Bang.
Why don't we skip ahead, and yesterday was Sunday, and you guys all had a Sunday. How's that?
Sunday, June 5th, to be precise.
Yes. We are starting on Monday, June 6th, around 1 in the morning. We are zooming in over the Tucson skyline, coming over the Catalina Mountains and down into the valley, and zooming in on the U of A area in the center of town, and spiraling down into the coroner's office. Coulter, it is about 1 a.m. in the morgue area of your office. You have your little computer there. You have been kind of just working on like a little like thought experiment, you know what I mean, all morning. You do know you have office hours around 8 a.m. and you should probably sleep at some point before that. But what are you doing? What are you working on? Describe your character.
Hi, I'm Calvin Connors. I am Dr. Connors. I am one of the medical examiners for Pima County, working with the morgue, performing autopsies. I am fairly technologically illiterate, so the work on the computer is part of why I've been up for so long, because I've been sitting here for the last hour typing one finger at a time as I try and put the figures from the data that I was running into an Excel sheet. And
you've given your assistant the day off today, so you have to get this done.
Well, he's not usually in at 1.
No, but I mean Monday he's
yes,
off.
Yes.
So you have to get all the reports you would usually put in on Monday done.
So
you're probably still working on Friday's reports.
a stack of reports from the last week, and he's typing it finger by finger into the computer.
How old is he?
35.
Why he type like that?
He's computer illiterate.
Oh, okay.
All of these stacks of paper, these reports are these photocopied printed forms that it's obvious looking at he filled out by hand. So he's been doing all of his reporting in writing.
Wow. That's dedication.
And what does Dr. Calvin Connors look like?
Dr. Connors is about 5'7". It's not a terribly tall man. He's say like 175, 185. So he's not like fit by any means, doesn't particularly take care of himself, but also forgets meals on a regular basis. So it kind of balances out to just being a skinny fat average. Dark, almost black hair that's usually pretty neatly combed, although at this time in the morning, with the amount of times that he's run his fingers up through it, it's in disarray and kind of one piece is sticking out to the side. The room itself is incredibly cluttered. There's stacks and stacks of papers everywhere. There's medical books that are open, that are clearly like stacked on each other open. As I was going through each of these sections of research and didn't want to lose my place, but reminded myself of another book and got that book open to begin adding it to my notes. Each of the reports, even if it was just a minor died from old age kind of thing, are incredibly detailed, and it's clear that he takes his work very seriously, as there are 6 pages of notes from a died of old age autopsy.
Just double check my notes here just real quick. Yes.
Is he well dressed?
He is dressed decently well. It's gotten, again, also a little bit disheveled with the rest of him, as like one shirt tail is tucked out and it's very wrinkled from having been hunched over for so long. But it's just a nice patterned blue Oxford with like a ash gray charcoal slacks, dress shoes. He's not wearing his lab coat. It's set up on his coat hanger, as well as a hat and a coat that are covered in dust and clearly have not been worn because we're in Tucson.
Mm-hmm. Briefcase or messenger bag?
Messenger bag for sure.
So, Calvin, when was the last time you slept?
That's a funny question. I'm not sure exactly why you asked.
Just like to know when the last time you slept was.
I got about 3 hours last night.
Last night is in...
as in...
Sunday morning?
Yes.
So you've been up for almost 24 hours now?
Getting closer, but I'm almost done. Okay. So I'll be in bed soon.
So as you're, typing away, you get an email that pops up. And it's incredibly rare for you to get an email this late into the evening. Do you check it, or...?
Damn it, I'm going to have to start over. Goes over and opens the email.
Make an intelligence plus computers roll to see how long it takes you to open up your email.
Oh boy.
Okay, it's an untrained skill, so that's minus 3.
It's minus 3. Yeah. There
So
you go.
my 4 becomes 1.
So you have a chance die. Would you like to spend a willpower?
9.
Okay. So you get it open. Like, no problem.
Yeah.
Why do you think this is so hard?
Yeah. He pats himself on the back of the email.
I mean, it's literally just clicking on the little open window and it brings the email up, but you didn't do that. You closed everything down, went to the little start bar, found the email, logged in.
Townsend's always making it sound like this is complicated. What was my assistant's name again? I totally spaced.
I didn't write it down.
I'm going to go with Tony. His name's Tony.
I remember we decided that he was kind of a fussy twink, but that's all I remember about it.
His real name is Anthony, but you call him Tony?
Yes. His full name is Anthony, but I've always called him Tony since the day we met.
Does he like that, or does he dislike that?
It's hard to tell.
What a strange question. Of course he likes it. It's a pet name. It's a sign of familiarity. Affection.
I had written down assistant computers. That's all I had written down. Maybe I wrote it here. Nathan. His name was Nathan.
Okay.
And what we decided is he likes Nate, but you call him Nathan.
Yeah.
Or Nathaniel. Even though his name is not Nathaniel, it's Nathan.
Oh, well.
Okay, so I got the theme right.
Yes. But anyway, so Nathan, your assistant, won't be in today. Blah blah blah. So you open the email. It is there's no sender address. It's just blank, and all it reads is, "Did you get my message?" Followed by 2 case numbers.
I will check my phone and see if there's any missed messages or...
Nope. I should make you roll for it, but I'm not going to.
They have little things next to them. I know where they are. Nathan finally made me get a smartphone. Yes, he helped me set it up, though, so that's fine. I'm going to see if the case numbers are familiar.
They have the right number of like they're the right length for one of like the more the coroner's office case numbers.
Okay.
So I mean, it's something that like immediately you recognize them. But do you have eidetic memory?
I do.
They are not case number. I can't remember if you had it or not.
No, I have. I do not.
Okay, so you're not sure. You would have to look them up.
Okay, I'm gonna write them down on a slip of paper, and he's got very like precise handwriting, especially for numbers with a little line through the 7s, and I will take them over to the archives and see if I can find them.
You don't want to just check the computer archive?
So I'm gonna go down the hall. What? Are they even uploaded? I don't know if that. I don't know if they're done with that.
All right, so you go to the filing cabinet. Like the archives room with all the filing cabinets in it. You don't have names, so the case numbers aren't by case number. So they're usually filed by last names of the victims. So it does take you a while. Go ahead and give me a intelligence plus, we'll say investigation.
Okay, and with my so 2 things. For one, I like setting scene wise that he is very alone in the building. It's at that time of night where they have like just the efficiency lights on, so like every second or third is maybe on, and turning on the lights in the archives, it does the whole which really it's a little creepy. Makes me a little uncomfortable, but that's okay. I've been here late plenty. This is not any different.
The sound of something falling in the distance.
When taking an extended action, I have the time between rolls, if that helps.
I'm not having you do an extensive action.
Okay, cool,
I'm just having you do an investigation plus intelligence.
Excellent. Okay, so it's going to be... I forgot about that really fun part of this game of having so many damage.
Always rolling a lot of dice.
Yes. So 2 10s and 2 8s.
So re-roll the 10, see if you get
Exploding dice. 2 10s.
2 10s. So you got minimum success. I was going to give you 1 success per case file. You find both of them. They're actually pretty recent. Both of the autopsies. So looking through them. Both of the first body was brought in on 7 a.m. on the 1st, and the second body was brought in, I'm sorry, that's when it was discovered, but anyway. And then the second one was on the 5th, so just yesterday, actually, that it was brought in. Your boss, Karen, had done both of the autopsies for these ones because they were just kind of brought in, and she took them on herself. So these were not ones you worked on.
I'll go through both of the files to see cause of death and...
So one of them looks like he was found on the side of the road, but he had died in a car accident. There's assumed some foul play as he was not in the car. So there's a note that it is undetermined whether it was accidental or not. And then the second one seems to cause of death is put in as a gunshot wound, but he was shot about 13 times in different areas amongst the torso and neck.
Being as fresh as they are and having these reports be fairly recent, I'd like to check if they're both still present.
Yeah, they are still both in the building. The older one, being the car accident, still being held because of the undetermined nature. So it is still being held under evidence. The gunshot wound is a little bit more open and closed. There is an open investigation, but he was just yesterday, so he's definitely still in the building. To be honest, it's kind of surprising that the autopsy got done so quickly, so you feel like maybe there was some pressure put on Karen to make sure it was done quickly.
I'm going to take the files, I'll grab my lab coat, go back to my office, grab my lab coat, and go into the more proper, with her notes and my own notepad, a few sheets of blank reports, and I'm going to go ahead and start with the first body and just kind of check her work, go kind of piece by piece and see if it lines up.
Okay, so it is around 2 a.m. And like we discussed, you've been awake for a long time, so you are getting tired. That being said,
It's very spooky.
that being said, you only have a little bit of time if you're going to nap before office hours. So I would say, given your usual schedule, you got to be in bed by around 5 a.m. if you're going to get that precious 3 hours that you rely on. So you have about 2 hours.
Okay.
So that being said, so you want to start, which one are you starting with?
The first body, the car accident.
Okay. And then what we are going to do, this is going to be an extended action, so like that halving that time, right? I'm going to do I believe we decided it was intelligence plus investigation for your autopsies, right?
Yes.
So intelligence plus investigation. Each roll represents an hour. You have that, so each roll will be 30 minutes as you thoroughly examine the body. For each threshold that I have in my head, you will discover something new or interesting about the body.
Okay.
Up until, so like the more successes you get, the more information you're going to get out of this process.
Okay. Okay, and then for autopsy, on top of that, because it's my specific special skill, I have an extra 2 dice.
Yes.
Perfect.
So you add +2 to autopsy specifically.
I get to use them the first game.
And I believe investigation is one of your asset skills from your professional training, so you also benefit from 9 again for this roll.
Excellent. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You said 9 again?
Yes.
Okay, I got 1 success on the first one.
Oh, there's an 8 right there.
Oh, it was an 8. Sorry, hello. And then this wasn't a 9 before, it just rolled a 2 in there. But was this? No, that's a 6 as well. So 2 successes for the first roll.
So in the first 30 minutes, you basically just rehash what she already went over. You haven't found anything new.
Her script is just chicken scratch and it drives me nuts.
Yeah. And also having to remove a glove to turn pages and then put a new glove on every time. It's looks better.
Yeah, so 4 successes, and then
So adding to your 2, so we got to keep track of. So 6 total.
so that was 4, 2. So there's 1 more, so 7.
7.
7.
Okay, so 7. With 7 successes, you find something interesting. Now, if you took this corpse at face value, right, all of the damage in that she found perfectly lines up for internal injuries you would suffer from being inside a car where the airbag did not deploy. One of the main reasons that people are worried about this situation is because the airbag did not employ in the vehicle. So that's why it's an insurance investigation at this point. So all of that makes sense. But as you're looking through it and you do some math in your head, the force is not quite right. So it's one of those things where you're very, very good at this. And if you just took it at face value without looking any deeper, this would be all the injuries for a car crash. But the wounds themselves are almost caused by sustained pressure as opposed to sudden impact.
I double check what I'm seeing to make sure that I'm not just, because sometimes you get tired and you just kind of see things. And I'll kind of take it with her notes, and I'm going to start my own report based on what I found and list this.
Are you doing an official report?
No.
Because you know that this is against the rules, what you're doing.
Yes.
This is an open investigation body. You should not be looking at it.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm very, very careful that anything that I touch or move is replaced where it should be. Make sure the body's in the proper pose. Take all of my notes on
I'm not even going to
sustained
make you
damage.
roll for it because you're good at this. You're probably the best coroner they have. So.
He's tired.
Yes, but he's still in his normal schedule at this point. So I'm not.
So that took like an hour to.
So that's
go
an hour
through.
so far.
Okay, and so now it's 3:00 in the morning. It's getting a little bit rough, but oh gosh, sorry. With how fast this was done, I don't trust that they're going to continue to be here. So I will take photos of this one, put it in a file with my notes.
So you're done searching this corpse.
We took pictures.
I did take pictures. I don't know if I would think to look further right now because I've gotten my first idea confirmed that that this autopsy was done incorrectly.
Yes.
I believe that it was just because she was rushed and didn't catch this. So I have plans in my mind of trying to find a way to ask her questions about it and get it, through to her that something's incorrect about this without telling her what I
Are
did.
you closing this person up, putting them fully away, or are you just leaving them there while you work on the second?
I'll leave them there while I'm working on the second in case I
And
get
these
a
are both
spark.
men.
Okay. In case I get a spark of something that comes back. Because sometimes it just happens. You think things and you walk away and then it happens.
So that means we're abandoning all successes for this first body and starting fresh with the second one.
Okay.
Okay.
So 4, 8, 10.
With 9 again.
Okay, so that's 4 successes off the bat. 4 successes.
All right. With 4 successes on the second body, what you got 2 for the first body? You got 2, and then you got 5 in one go.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I'll give you an additional clue on the first one before we move on.
Okay.
There is a discoloration on the bottom of the foot.
And it's not something I recognize.
It's something almost no one would recognize. It's almost as if something was painted on the bottom of the foot in the same color of their skin almost. It's just a slight discoloration.
Okay, before I would have switched then,
Yes.
I'm
I forgot you got an exceptional one.
Oh, it's
my bad.
Thank you. I'm going to scrape off some of the paint
Okay.
to collect it as a sample to try and figure out what it is.
As you do so, you realize whatever it is, it's not some. It's like almost like a dye more than. It's like the skin was dyed. It's not something on the surface of the skin. It's something that has permeated the skin.
Okay, this might be a little bit gross, but I'm going to take a little small biopsy off of that,
Okay.
and I'll put that in a specimen container and set that aside.
Okay. Are you now? Do you want to move to the second
Yes.
body? Okay. Go ahead. You got 4 successes. Again, you're just going over her old notes. So.
Yeah. 2 successes.
2 successes for a total of 6. Again, because you're specifically looking for it now, you're looking for correlations between these 2 bodies. All but one of the gunshot wounds was caused by something that was not fast enough to be a bullet. They look exactly like bullet holes. The shape is correct. The bruising to the bone is correct. But if you really look at it, it was not fast enough. Now, you don't have enough information to say exactly what caused this, but these were definitely not caused by a gun.
Okay.
There's just not enough, like, it's down to there's not enough bone shards, like, missing from the wound for the amount of velocity. That's how minute the difference is.
Are there any, did they already, like, collect samples or make notes of any, like powder residue or anything from...
There was no powder residue, and so they assumed that he was shot from at least a middling distance. Again, the body was moved, much like the first one, so there was no ballistic evidence at the scene. They did recover 3 bullets from that would be in evidence.
Okay. I will, with all of that in mind, I'm going to close up both of these, put them back where they're supposed to go, clean up anything that I did in the room to make sure that it's all taken care of, and I'll
Can
even
you roll me a chance die real quick?
Sure. 5.
5. Okay.
Sorry, taking notes
You're
as
fine.
I'm doing this, as I would. Okay, and I'll even like take out the trash so that any of like the gloves and everything that I got rid of are not around. And then I'm going to go take it out.
Okay.
So I'll lock myself in my office and go to sleep on the.
Okay. So just give me a quick, just same dice pool, just see how well you did at cleaning up after yourself. Because you have to match Karen's awful featuring.
2, 3,
Okay, we're just looking for simple success, but if you want to go for exceptional,
4.
okay, you're fine. You're pretty confident that no one will be able to tell the difference.
Okay.
So you go and you go to sleep. Now, before we turn the
4 a.m.
4 a.m. So before we started, I gave everyone their schedules. Who wakes up like an hour before work and who got up really super early today? You think you got up super early?
Yeah, I probably exercise and then
When do you think you woke up? Because you have work at 7.
probably 5.
5? Okay. So as one character sends off to sleep, another awakens. All right, Cassandra, would you like to describe where you're at, who you are, and what you're doing?
I am a 35-year-old woman. I live in a small apartment that's pretty devoid of like life, personal objects.
Function.
Kind of looks very Spartan. Eat a very uniform breakfast. I look like should I just looked up her picture a second ago? I've already forgotten. Oh yeah, Kristen Stewart with her like kind of short, punky hair. And so I eat like a uniform breakfast. Then I do a very regimented exercise routine and get.
Do you have like a
ready.
weight set or like just like a prison workout?
I would probably do like
Wait.
running outside, and then I'd probably do like my body resistance kind of strength training.
As you get back to your house and you're having like your coffee right before you head out the door or whatnot, your work laptop, you have 2 messages.
I check those messages.
Your work laptop, just to be clear.
Okay. Oh. I'd leave that for later, actually, then.
So unfortunately, I don't have anything else
That's
for your
okay.
character at this point
That's okay.
of the day. But you get ready, you put on your CVS shirt, and you walk the couple blocks to head to work to meet to open for the day.
I smile and wave at 3 people.
Okay. Is anyone else up early?
Yeah.
Okay. Michael, will you tell us who you are, what you're doing, where you're at,
Waking up early.
or at what time?
What time do I work?
You have work at 8. 9. I'm sorry, 9.
Probably like 6:30.
It's just the can.
Oh,
Making a joke about the can.
I am kind of going. He kind of looks Cillian Murphy-ish.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just look up Killian. Look up Killian Murphy.
Yeah. CILL. So dark hair, close cropped, lanky.
Kind of lanky, yeah. Real extreme facial features.
Yeah. Yeah. Breakfast, really simple breakfast as well. Probably just cereal, actually.
No toaster strudels?
No, that's
Kind of
that's
nerd
for
are you?
weekends.
Oh, okay.
I have work to do today.
What's your other eating?
Cocoa Puffs. Um, what else? Probably eat breakfast, shower, and then log on and see what happened in the fandoms last night.
So like check your Discords
Yeah.
and your Reddits
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
so yeah, I mean you spend a significant amount of time doing that. That would take all morning. Nothing particularly interesting. An ex actor on X show said a racist. You know what I mean? So
We all knew it was going to happen.
now you're worried that you're not going to get season 3 of Night Princess or whatever.
I mean, the first
kinda
season was great, but the second season really fell flat. So I'm not.
You know, I think
Heartbroken.
they tried to like go for wokeness too hard.
Right.
You know what I
Like,
mean?
There's a level there.
When you kill 3 separate characters in a single season to bring them back as minorities, like it feels like you're trying too hard.
A little bit, maybe 2. You know, yeah.
All right, I have nothing in my schedule for you either, so you do that, you get ready, you head out to work.
Yeah.
Mordecai and
What's your name?
Michael Smith.
Since we're all using actors as references, a little bit like Johnny Galecki.
Oh, okay. I'm into that.
Is that?
Roseanne in Big Bang Theory.
Yeah. He's a
Leonard.
Leonard. Yeah. Mordecai and or Dante.
Mordecai would get up early and get his workout in before he goes to the.
Basically, all Mordecai has to do today is work out. But yeah.
I mean, no, he's gonna work out other people. Make sure he's working out.
What does that mean?
It means he's making people sweat.
Oh,
Why don't we describe Mordecai and like where you're at, where you're staying, and what you're up to?
Well, Mordecai wakes up early in the morning and he
What's early? Because
early is 7 a.m. for him.
7.
Doesn't matter what he got into the night before. He's up at 7. He's got to go for a run. He's got to get his weights in, his reps. Today, you said it's Monday?
Yes.
Monday's chest and shoulders.
Should I put that in the schedule? Should I be keeping track of it?
head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
No, that's calisthenics. Calisthenics for Saturday. He has a very regimented breakfast. 2 slices of sausage, 2 pieces of bacon, 3 eggs, half a potato.
Only 3 eggs. Oh, he's retired.
That's very protein forward.
Forward, he's built like
Well, don't forget you're a giant, so you're easily 7'2".
they don't need that big, but okay.
6'8". I mean, like you're very tall.
Since we're going with actors, Braun Strowman. I know no one knows who that is. Braun Strowman, but with a good head of hair.
Spell it for me, please.
Braun Strowman, Strowman.
Okay. Beefy beard.
Beefy beard.
I'm into it.
just-
Alright,
He
yeah.
looks like
Just
a big
with hair.
teddy bear.
Maybe a bit taller.
Braun Strowman is 6'9".
Oh, okay. He just doesn't look
Yeah,
very
he's
tall in these
huge.
pictures that I
Oh,
found.
he's huge. He's 7 something, I think.
Oh yeah,
I'm into
Yeah.
it.
He's not the guy who played the Mountain, is he? That's a different guy?
No.
Okay.
he's built like him though.
Yeah.
But aged a few years.
I was going to say you're 45, I want to say.
45. While he's not ripped anymore, he maintains his muscle mass. He just happens to have like a layer of comfort flub over it. You know what I mean?
You like to see it.
Where he still likes to eat out and have a good time. He's earned that over his lifetime of gym dedication.
Yeah.
And I think we said he stays in the loft over the gym, right?
Over the gym /
Yeah, just at the premises.
yeah, it's an apartment over the gym over the nightclub, we'll say.
Yeah. So after his breakfast, which is after his workout, he gets ready, combs his hair, does all the beard routine, makes sure everything's kosher. Definitely needs a 2X, squeezes into an XL that makes him feel nice.
Huge.
Yeah. And then he, starts the routine, getting all the lights on, checking the premises, making sure there's nobody sleeping out back, making sure the building's up to keep. And yeah, that's his day. Probably around 10 is my guess of when the patrons are going to start coming in.
Dante.
I don't think we talked about where he lives.
Yeah, we did briefly. We kind of said it was like a generic foothills kind of like
Okay.
big garaged small house.
I
kind
did
of
remember the
situation.
big garage.
Yeah.
So he doesn't wake up too early. He's retired. Again, if we're going to celebrities, he's a retired Italian race car driver, but he looks an awful lot like AJ Styles without the beard.
Okay.
Way younger.
All right.
And
WWE contingent over here.
yeah.
Character inspiration.
Whatever
right
works.
anywhere.
He typically wakes up probably about, I'd say like 8 or 9, not too early, grabs a breakfast downstairs of, a Red Bull and a banana probably, and heads down to his garage
I mean,
to start tinkering with his cars.
What is your mechanic's name again?
Did we name him?
Yeah, no, it's your buddy, Virgil. Virgil.
Separate from Virgil.
Oh no. Yeah. I guess we didn't name the mechanic.
We didn't name the
Homer?
mechanic. We didn't have a name yet.
Cassius.
Yeah, let's.
Dante
this-
keeps forgetting his name, but he hangs out anyway. The mechanic stays.
Cassius kind of like got you, went out and got you like what it equates to like a charcuterie board of breakfast pastries.
One
So
of
like
Mike's friends.
that's kind of sitting out there with your coffee, you know what I mean, and like blah blah. But you don't think about where that comes from.
I got other things
You're
going on.
unsure if you
You know.
pay somebody to like come into the house early and set that up, or if it's Cassius, or you're not sure where that comes from. But it's there every day, so
It's, I eat it. I will eat it. And then I don't really, don't really do much. But first thing in the morning, I'll go downstairs, kind of start tinkering with my different cars. Got a couple classic cars, got a couple race cars.
So you have Cassius working on one of your like money cars off in one end of the garage, and he kind of stands up. He's like, Dante, I'm sorry, Mr. DeStefano. Sorry, I didn't mean to be so informal this early, and it just slipped out. I wasn't sure if we were there, and anyway.
Fine. What's going on?
One of the car.
Insert car here.
She needs a drive. Like, let me know how she runs. You
Yeah.
mind?
Yeah, all right. I got nothing else going on today.
Okay. Just don't get a ticket because we don't have registration on that
Fine.
one.
Won't take it anywhere near cold then.
Sure enough. So if you don't mind doing that,
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish the money car today, and then I know you wanted to car thing on the other car.
I have a list of cars, I'll say.
Kerrigan assured me that she would know car stuff, and I told her I don't, so I am
I do.
guessing.
I have my primary race car, my everyday race car that's actually street legal, and then the classic weekend car.
Okay, so the classic weekend car needs to go out, is what he's saying.
57 Chevy Bel Air, mint
Okay,
green.
57, the Bel Air needs to go out.
Deal.
You need to take the Bel Air for a walk.
Spin in a minute.
Not to derail anything, but a quick question, if you guys don't mind. Where was everybody? So, like, I was at U of A because we in research determined that the coroner's office is in Banner.
Helena is in like your old neighborhood, like near the U of A campus, because she's pretty near the university. She's renting a house in that area.
So, like, south of.
Center.
Well, so it's like a cross. I mean, this is gonna be so boring for the viewers, but it's like a
Welcome to
cross.
Tucson.
Yeah.
It's across Euclid from. She works at the CVS on University,
Okay.
so she's like in that neighborhood.
Iron Horse. Or West University.
That's what we had decided, isn't it?
I don't remember us deciding
Okay.
where
Do
it
you wanna
was
live somewhere?
specifically. No, it's fine.
You're kind of like north of downtown.
Yeah, it would have to be to have
Yeah.
like a nightclub. You have to be somewhere in that area.
And then we decided you work over at the Williams Center kind of area.
Yeah, so I probably live like Broadway and Graycroft-ish around there. Yeah.
And then around
And then
the
foothills.
Linked below this video will be a Google map. of
Just a
Tucson.
Google map.
I do love making Google Maps, so I actually might do that.
Google Street View, you can go see where we're going.
But yeah, so that's
Oh, how old are you and what's your clothing situation?
30 and typical like
And you're already retired?
yeah, black skinny jeans typically.
Okay.
And any sort of comfortable t-shirt, usually a v-neck.
So Dante, as you are driving, following all the stupid traffic laws,
Annoying.
but you're driving like up in the foothills area and like the kind of like desert road, so you're going a little bit faster than you probably should. When you kind of just get the wild hair to kind of like shoot down to like, you had your little breakfast, right? But you're just hankering, and I don't mean to take your character agency, but I need you to be in a different part of town for what I prepared. But you get a hankering for these particular pumpkin empanadas that they sell downtown at the it's the Estrella Bakery. Yeah.
Ooh.
Right. So you're like, I want to get me one of those fuckers, right? Like, and so you kind of like go, well, we're going on a walk anyway. So you kind of like scoot and, drive across town. It takes you a while to get over there because it's pretty far.
Downtown,
but
yeah.
how much could gas be? $20?
It's whatever.
Yeah,
it's worth it for a drive.
Mm-hmm. And like you're like, you get there, you park, you go in, you get your thing, and you're walking out with your like second coffee of the day and your pouch of pumpkin empanadas, one hanging out of your mouth. When you see a girl, maybe like 10, 11, she's cutting across at a full sprint, cutting across the parking lot, and she is running up to car doors and like trying to open them.
How close is she?
You could yell at her
And
from
she would
here,
hear
but
me?
you would have to
Okay.
like jog a bit to catch up to her.
Okay. I'm gonna move towards her, but still kind of just like watch and kind of see what's going on, but not like say anything yet.
She continues to just go from car to car. It's very clear she's trying to find an unlocked car. You don't know why, but she does not seem to be like trying to. She is terrified.
Okay. I want to get close enough that like kind of yelling distance a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
No, finish chewing my empanada. Hey, you okay?
No, I'm not okay.
What's going on? Do you need?
Stay out of it. And she like keeps going. And then she gets to your car. Did you lock your car?
Absolutely would have,
Okay.
but it is a convertible.
All right. So she hops in and she, in no time flat, pulls out your driving column
Oh.
and is getting at the wires.
Hey, I would like to jog over there and
Alright.
pull this little girl out of my car.
Okay. Give me a strength plus athletics roll.
Oh, no.
I will let you add your fast reflexes die.
Where's my fast reflex?
It's one of your merit dots.
Athletics.
Oh my God.
It's
I'm
so,
learning this.
it's so funny looking at different systems when you're like used to D&D. That
At least I
D&D
thought you had fast
I
reflexes.
do. I
Okay,
do.
okay.
I do. I just had to find it.
strength athletics could be a D&D roll.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Not a single success. Pissed.
She gets away with your car.
What the fuck? What's my mechanic's name again? I gotta write this down.
It's Cassius.
Cassius.
Yeah, she gets that thing started in like 45 seconds and she peels the fuck out
With my belly.
with your Bel Air.
This is terrible. Ugh. Yeah, I'm gonna watch in shock as I almost drop my coffee, which, for the record, is actually just like 8 shots of espresso in a cup. Like, it's not drip coffee. It's just straight. Dante drinks straight espresso.
Okay.
Almost
Like
dropped
we
my
all
coffee.
do, right?
Yeah,
Everybody
no,
does
iconic.
that, right?
Kerrigan works at Starbucks. All I drink is straight espresso.
For gay espresso.
Yeah, or at least buy it. So.
I'm
I
going
watch
to go
in
ahead.
shock as I watch her drive away with my car.
I'm going to give you a +3 to it, but go ahead and give me a breaking point. I think this is enough to where Dante might lose his mind.
Yeah, that's facts. Okay, what do I do with
What
the
is
breaking
that?
point?
So breaking point roll is going to be resolve plus composure plus a modifier, which is +3. Plus you have 7 integrity, so you add an additional 1.
Okay, so resolve,
Composure +4.
and then my 3. Okay, I'm studying my ears because those are hard to read. Cool, I have a lot to roll here.
And you just need 1 success. So 8.
Okay,
9.
I have a success.
Okay. So you
Yeah,
keep your
couple.
cool.
A couple
You
of them.
don't lose your mind.
I did not breaking point it.
No.
All right. There.
But you did risk a breaking point, so I will go ahead and we're gonna do group beats this time around. No one's earned a beat yet, but so that's 1 beat to the table already. So
Power points.
somebody wants to keep track of that for me because I don't have a pen handy. Unless somebody wants to
Yeah.
give me a pen. Okay.
So we don't fill in a thing yet, right?
We'll do that at the end.
Oh, okay.
Group beats.
Yeah. So at the end, we'll split up whatever's in the beat pool among all the players.
Oh, I see.
And then, like we used to do before, if there's any remainders, we'll do the vote system, like last time, where everyone's like, I think the extra points should go to blah, blah, blah.
I like
And,
that.
yeah.
Have level.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so you're on the phone.
Cassius.
Okay. You are still kind of in shock. I mean,
Oh,
like
absolutely.
you got a success, but we're going to say you have the,
A 10-year-old just stole my car. I'm gonna be a little.
13.
I'm gonna be a little.
we're going to give you the shaken condition. So
Shaken.
any action, no, that's not right. All of this is like, you were terrified. I'm like, what about, like
Mildly
annoyed?
Is shook.
Yeah, we can say
Yeah.
shook.
I'm a little
The
shook.
shook. We'll come up with the shook condition, and then any action where something like you're basically in that state of mind where if something else happens, it's going to be harder and harder to keep your cool. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
very fragile psyche right now.
yeah. So like the next time somebody like walks in front of you, like when you're trying to get somewhere, you're gonna be like, "Would you fucking mind?" You know,
This is
that's
just
where
me
you're at.
Driving. This is the road rage, like
Yes.
the buildup of road rage.
And then once you fail a roll because of this hindrance, it will resolve.
Okay.
So that's the resolve: is you need to fail a roll because of your shookness.
Okay, and then I'll be not shook anymore. So once I snap, I'll be okay.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you, but I feel so much better now that I live.
All right, I see.
Cassius gets on the phone. Hey, boss, you on your way back? You've
Yeah,
been out there for a while. I mean, I said take her for a walk. Now take her to the moon.
very funny. A 10-year-old just stole my car.
What do you mean a 10-year-old stole your car?
Well, I mean, a 10-year-old stole my car. I don't know how I could be any clearer than that. I stopped to get some empanadas, and this 10-year-old was just opening car doors, and then she just stole my car.
Did you call the police, Mr. DeStefano?
Oh, I called you first. Get over here and pick me up.
Well, I mean, you should call the police. They're gonna want to talk to you, like where it happened.
Yeah, I'll do that once you get over here and pick me up.
All right. I'll just grab my Jeep, and I'll meet you.
That works.
All right. Do you do anything else?
I will call the cops.
Okay.
Tell them that a 10-year-old stole my car. I wouldn't care how age she actually was. She was 10.
Eventually, like a police car does show up. You're there for like maybe an hour.
Forever.
Yeah. Cassius shows up. He makes you sit down and like gets you a beer.
What time is it right now? Like 10
It's
a.m.?
10, 11 a.m.
Dos Equis lager.
Yeah. There's a great burrito place in there. He gets you like a nice Dos Equis with like lime, and it's nice.
Perfect.
It's calming. You talk to the police. You give a really bad description of the kid.
Nothing matters except my car is gone, so really.
You spend 20 minutes describing the car, and then you're like, and it was a child.
that tracks.
All right. The police
Perfect.
give you a case number, and they assure you they'll be on it, and then they head out.
Thanks for everything. I get in Jeep,
Um,
finish my beer, just down it.
Probably second beer, honestly.
Yeah. It took one beer just to describe the car.
Okay, Mr. DiStefano, I don't think there's anything on your calendar today. You want to just go back to the house, or we could drive around, see if we see it?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know where this kid went. She was kind of frantic. Something was after her or someone. Who knows? Doesn't matter. Who cares? Just want my car back.
Okay. Week 1. We'll say it is now 1 o'clock. Okay. You've been driving around. Does anyone, I mean, if you guys want to insert what you've been doing up until this point, but this is the story I have for today. So,
Yeah, so Calvin woke up at 7:30, got changed into his spare set of office clothes that he has.
maybe took a shower in the chemical bath.
There's a gym. He never uses the gym, but he uses the showers in there a lot. And basically just gets back to work and has all of those set aside. Texts Nathaniel. Good morning, Nathaniel. I realize it's your day off. When you run on Tuesday, I'm going to need you to run an XY to give him the information on the biopsy. And that he's going to have to catch up on some reports because I'm behind.
Do you send out the biopsy? Who are you sending it to?
I'm not sending it out. I'm going to have Nathaniel do it when he comes in.
Okay. So tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay.
And from there, I will just actually get to my normal work.
Mm-hmm.
I will check the message boards on Discord and Reddit first.
Nothing is particularly going on. They're also talking about the Night Princess cancellation, but for them, it's like the only accurate show on TV, of course, gets canceled.
I am going to ask Catherine if she's free for lunch today.
Okay. She's free for a late lunch, so we'll resolve this and then we'll get back to that. I got an important work text that I have to just answer real quick. Anyway, okay. So you and Cassius are driving around, and you actually see your baby parked halfway on a sidewalk in front of a payway on University. Engine running, lights, hazards on, driver's side door open.
What the fuck? I like get out of the Jeep while it's still moving. And like he has not gotten a chance to like stop. Cash is like, is that?
Dex and athletics. Give it to me.
Where's my athletics is down there. Please. No.
Oh, no.
You get out of your car and you catch your arm on your seatbelt, which kind of spins you, and then you're on your back looking up at the sky. We're gonna pause there while this is happening because you're outside yelling, right?
Yeah.
Cassandra, you're getting near the end of your shift. It's maybe 12:30, coming up on 1. It's been a boring day. It's not particularly busy. It's June, so the college kids aren't around, so nothing really happens this time of year. When a young 13-year-old Hispanic girl comes just shooting, not even waiting for the doors to fully open before she's like, and then she heads straight to the back of the CVS at like a full clip.
Am I alone working? Or...
You have other coworkers, but they're like doing truck in the back. They're like unpacking boxes and whatnot. So you're like the only person on the floor.
Can I see the Bel Air? Like
No,
doors
that would
open
be,
and stuff?
That would be outside.
Okay. All right, I will go back to where she is and watch her.
You find her in the first aid aisle, and she has her shirt up behind her head. She's wearing kind of like a training or sports bra, like one of those like super tight ones, and she's bleeding from a gut wound of some kind, and she's like pouring just out of a bottle alcohol on it in like a frantic panic.
Do you need some help?
I can pay for all of this.
I mean more like you're bleeding a lot. Do you need help with the bleeding?
Don't call anybody.
Okay, I can help you. What happened to you? I start not dumping it. And start cleaning it.
Like you open up some cotton swabs and are actually cleaning the wound. Go ahead and make me intelligence plus medicine.
Pretty sure I do not have any medicine. So I'm gonna give it a shot. Oh, I do actually.
I was gonna say I could have swore you had some first aid.
I got one.
Okay. You get her. You pretty quickly realize this girl's been shot. And she's still like you don't see an exit. She needs to go to a hospital, but it's a gunshot. And you know what that means.
Well, I'm pretty sure that you are going to need to get this surgically removed. Why can't we call anybody about that?
Well, because I got shot. You can't go to the hospital when you're shot. Have you never seen TV? And it's very clear.
Yes, I've heard of this thing called TV.
And it's very clear to you that she should be in a lot of pain, but she seems to be in just a panicked shock. You know what I mean? Like,
right. I mean, so yeah, you could go to the hospital and like live or not go and die. So seems like a pretty easy decision.
I can't go to the hospital.
Well, okay, so do I know anybody who can help her with this?
Personally, no. You're pretty new to Tucson.
Could I bribe a doctor? Do I haven't met any doctors? Am I speed dating?
How come none of us need surgeons?
I have a 3 in medicine.
I mean, what are your resource stats at? I can't remember. 4. The coroner's office, you know where that is. You could probably bribe somebody to pull a bullet out of somebody, or you could go to a vet, or you could technically do it yourself.
Okay, so kind of a wild idea. What if we found someone and paid them to do it on the DL?
The money? If I had that kind of money, I wouldn't have gotten shot. Crazy bitch.
Wow, I'm like being really nice to you. And that seemed just so undeserved. I'll pay some money to do this.
You're gonna pay somebody to pull a bullet out of me?
I mean, I'm gonna try. There's no guarantees in this
Don't
kind
you
of
work
back
for
alley deal.
CVS?
Sure.
How do you have that kind of money?
That's a really personal question. And you still haven't answered a lot of the very general questions I've asked you.
Okay, can you drive?
Yes.
Okay, I have a car I boosted out front.
Oh, this is making it even better. How about we take my car?
Okay.
Okay, so I've got her bandaged up basically.
Yeah, she's still bleeding. She needs that bullet out.
I shove some Tylenol in her mouth and I give her water. All right, well, so how much more time do I have on my shift?
I mean, like, you don't need this job, so, like,
Sure.
Yeah, like, I mean, like, you could just be like, I'm leaving. It's just, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, is there someone to cover me?
yeah, there's other
That would be
people there.
important. Okay, so
You
I
kind of, like,
just
stick your head into the back room and be like, hey, I gotta go early. Something came up.
I'm having a bit of an, like, blood on my hands. I'm having a bit of an issue. Is it cool if I go?
You're very, not a bad guy, but very, like, have you ever seen Superstore?
Yeah.
It's like the store manager for
Glenn.
Superstore, Glenn.
Oh.
Like, he's very nice, he's very personable,
Sure.
but he sees the blood on your hands and goes like, oh, that seems like a real heavy flow. You should go home.
It really caught me by surprise today.
Take some Midol on the way out and maybe a
I
pad.
will. Yeah. Least you can do.
One single pad.
Christabel, go watch the register. And so you
Christabel.
Christabel?
You know, they can't all be great names, guys. Okay.
I just love that.
I do like
That came out. Yeah.
And so as you're leaving, there's like 3 guys at the front going like, "Is anybody working?"
I go back to Glenn and
No,
ask
Christabel's on the way
Chris-
up. But
okay.
they're waiting because you've been doing first aid on this thing.
wait here, and then I start ringing.
I will point out that the self-checkout is open.
Oh, and I'm mumbling about how self-checkout is open as I'm checking.
You're just getting blood on all of their stuff.
They never give you a second to just catch your breath.
After you get the first one, Christabel comes up and is like, "Why is everything?"
Thanks for covering for me.
And then you walk out with the
Yes.
girls. All right. So as you're walking out with the girl, you see a man matching Dante's description kind of stand up out of a Jeep and then fall.
Head to my car with her.
So your car is like further down. You found parking on University, but like,
Does the girl react to?
I don't know if she would know Dante. She has no idea that she stole Dante's car. So
Do
I don't.
I see her coming out?
Well, that's what I was about to say.
Okay.
So you get up off the ground, and as you do, looking past Cassius through his car window, you see the girl walking out with a Kristen Bell, not Kristen Bell, Kristen Stewart looking woman, like with short hair, in a CVS outfit covered in blood.
Hey, that's the one that stole my car.
Oh, shit. Go, 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 go. And the girl just takes off running. Where's your car?
Follow, not running.
I'm torn between checking on my car and chasing after her.
It's that one over there. Click.
Make sure my car's okay, and I take off after,
Okay. So you see this grown man start booking it after the girl.
sprinting.
Okay, how far away am I from the car?
So the girl's running past it. I'm assuming you told her you clicked your car. You said, right?
Yeah.
So she's heading to your car. Dante's running after the girl.
Okay, but like, am I gonna get to the car before Dante is, or
Your car.
my car?
You said you weren't running, so probably not.
Okay, I guess I have to run.
All right. Let's do strength plus athletics from both of you. Any running specialties would apply here.
Running. I don't think I have any running specialties.
Oh,
Oh,
Would fast
Dante?
reflexes count at all?
I won't let you use it in this case, but you
Okay.
just fell out of a Jeep.
That's fair.
And let's go ahead and apply. Let's. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say let's go ahead and apply your shook. So you're gonna lose one of your successes from this.
Okay, well, I rolled 2 10s anyway.
Okay, so you have
So-
one.
So 1 10, and I reroll it.
we will both.
We
What?
both tens.
Okay. Another 10.
Okay, so that's 2.
And reroll
Reroll
it
it.
again. Okay, so 2 successes.
2 successes. You get there way before Dante does.
okay. I get my pistol out of
Glove
where I
compartment?
stash it. I pointed at you.
Oh, that's fair.
So
Please stop.
I just gotta stop. That kid stole my car. Did you not see the Bel Air out front, half on the sidewalk?
I mean, it's there. She's not in it anymore.
I want to
think we're
know
good,
why the
right?
fuck a kid stole my car and why she's booking it out of a CVS
Yeah.
and why you're covered in blood.
Yeah, it's her blood. She's bleeding a
Oh,
lot.
great. Yeah, but she can still sprint to a car?
Actually,
none of
actually
this
that
adds
is
up.
kind of weird. You seem really okay,
None of this adds up. Is
despite
all I'm
the
saying.
blood.
given your experiences, she is definitely in shock. She's going to pass out any
okay,
moment.
okay.
You're
Like she should not be running.
Oh, I mean, she's probably gonna pass out any second now. So
okay, did you get blood in my car?
probably.
Great. Yeah.
She's hiding.
Oh
in
wait.
your car.
Oh yeah. She okay.
She's like in the back seat hiding.
Gotcha. But he knows she's back there, right?
I watched her get in the car,
Okay.
probably. I was chasing her.
So I'll give you my phone number if you want. We can talk about this later, but like we need to help her. She's bleeding. And your car's there. I mean, it may be bloody, but she had it for what, like 30 minutes?
A couple hours.
Okay, a couple hours. I mean, in the span of a lifetime of a car, that's like...
Well, you can tell the kids the cops are looking for her now, so...
I'll be sure to do that next. I mean, she, have you seen TV? They always report gunshot wounds.
Oh, of course.
So, yeah, we'll I mean, if you want to meet us at the hospital, sure.
You know what? I will do that.
Okay, so good.
I don't care who you are. You fuck with my car.
So, I guess Banner Hospital would be the hospital you would
Well,
lie that
I'm
you're
going to try to evade her, which is not going to go well. But I would like to try and get away from her so that I can go to where I was going to go to bribe someone.
You said meet her at the hospital.
I know, I'm trying to get rid of her.
Okay. So why don't we give... So you lied and said you're going to the hospital. So why don't we get manipulation plus subterfuge, and then you can resist with, we'll say, composure plus subterfuge.
Keep going.
Or actually, we'll do it like a combat roll. What's your composure?
3 dots.
Okay, so just subtract 3 from your dice pool and then roll it.
For mine? I don't even have 3. So then I just
so
roll
give us
one.
a chance die.
Okay, no.
So it's a chance die and you didn't get a success?
Correct.
Okay, so that is technically a dramatic failure. So that'll be a beat for the group beats. As she goes, yeah, just meet us at the hospital. And like the most, like, we're not going to the fucking hospital way ever.
We're going to Banner.
I think I will follow you to the hospital then. Yeah, that's a good idea. Now I just want to know where she's going.
Okay. And then in the car, I will try to evade her.
Okay.
Has Cassius been able to, like...
Your
my
car's
car's running.
Your car is fine. It is
Okay.
functional, but it is covered in blood. And the driver's column is pulled out.
My white interior.
Probably leather though, right? So it'll wash it.
Yeah, it's going to take forever, though.
Peroxide.
Peroxide.
As you approach your car, Cassius goes like, dude, this is a crime scene, boss. You should not get in this car.
Cassius, I'll pay you double if you just follow me to the Jeep, okay?
I mean, I work... sure.
Kind of like as I'm walking past, not even paying attention to it, give him a little like, thanks, man.
So you just full on get in the bloody car seat with the bloody steering wheel.
Squish, squish.
All right. So are you trying to get away?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're gonna get our first chase, you guys.
It's probably going to go well because somebody here is, I don't know, pretty talented at driving things.
I have 4 dots in racing.
In racing?
And drive.
Oh, I was like, there's a racing?
Technically.
There's e-racing.
No.
There's chase, which I cannot
I
find.
thought it was an online race.
No.
Investigation,
It's a racing
environments, chase modifiers. All right. So first things first, I need you guys both to roll a d10 to see who has the. Oh no, I'm going to award the edge to Cassandra for the first turn because you get in your car first.
I'd still have to get to my car, so.
And he apparently had this conversation with his buddy.
Yeah. So you have the upper hand. So what you get to do is you get to decide what the dice pool is for this round, depending on what you're doing. And then that sets the dice pool that she has to roll in order to compete with each other. So like if you're like just I'm getting in my car and I peel out, that would be like maybe wits plus drive. But if you're like I turn down an alley and then like make a bunch of turns that might be streetwise or
Yeah, I mean, so I would try to lose her in the side streets around this area, and if there was an opportunity to try and pull into a home or into a spot to look like as if I was parked.
Okay. So go ahead and give me wits plus let's do stealth because you're trying to hide the car.
2.
So you're going to be doing wits plus investigation to try and find them. And also go ahead and take your shook. Oh no, you failed the last shook.
I did.
No. because it was contested. So yeah, we'll go ahead and resolve that.
Okay.
It was technically contested, so you technically didn't fail it, but you would have, I think, met her if you hadn't had it. So
Okay.
so that's another beat for resolving the condition. Whoever's taking control.
You said wits and investigation?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's 8, 9. Right?
Yeah. So in the shortest car chase ever, you yell at Cassius, you get in your car, you see her take off down a street that is not on the way to a hospital. And then next
Yeah.
thing you know, the car's just gone.
Motherfucker. The blood was too distracting. I couldn't get it.
Was something familiar to you? Like, I used to drive for. Oh, yeah, you definitely stole his car. Maybe he drives for a living?
I love the calm of this girl bleeding to death in your car. You're
Oh,
just
yeah. She's
did you know
casual.
him?
Go ahead and give me a let's just say wits plus composure roll. I think that's a 7 or 6 or 7 for you.
Will I ever have this memorized? Probably not.
By the time one of our characters dies, yes.
It makes me
Actually,
feel better.
roll another dice and do it resolve. Like, just add one more to it. Like, whatever you got, but just add an additional die.
2.
And then you have famous, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, that was Dante DeStefano, the Hellfire of the NASCAR circuit.
Oh, yeah, he used to be on NASCAR. What a stupid thing.
The girl in the back's like, what the fuck is NASCAR? And she's like starting to feel the pain of the situation.
Boomer.
I mean, well, it's just driving in a circle, so yeah, maybe it makes sense I got away.
And as you're like, you've backed up like kind of into a loading dock of one of the bars on the other side of University, and like in such a way that Dante like just peels past at like a clip and like drifts into Euclid past some cars and like is just off down the road.
That was a nice car, though.
Yeah, you said you were gonna get this out of me.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
Right, so you guys.
I
Go
love
on.
your character. Oh my god.
Why don't we take a quick break, and then we will come back eventually.
Eventually.
BRB.
Welcome back.
Oh, did we break Rio or did Rio break Rio again?
I was like, I'm gonna eat a handful of cold French fries, and then they did not go down as easy as I thought it would. So we're back.
Moisture really fast.
Huh?
They lose moisture really fast.
Really fast. All right, so we're gonna do 2 things now that we're back from break. So you're on your way to the safe house. You're driving like a bat out of hell all over Tucson. That's going on. We're going to head back over to the Williams Center. And Michael, you're sitting at your desk pretending to work. As a project manager, there's not.
Actually, I was wondering if maybe I could put in a call to Nerdo?
Sure.
On the way, because yeah.
What are you wanting him?
So what I would say, I guess I've already decided I'm going to the coroner's office. So what I would ask would be, hey, can you run some of the doctors that work there and see if you can find any leverage that I could utilize?
So you get 2 notifications on your phone. One is from, what would your online handle be? Deep State?
Something pretty benign. Ashley42.
You get an email from Ashley42, who's one of your clients, asking if you could find any dirt on anybody at the coroner's office that she could leverage against them. And then you also get a notification through your like keyword filter for your name on your boss's email account. Your boss has sent an email with your name in it.
Okay, that didn't go to me. I'm going to pull out my notepad and I'm gonna write A42 and put like a check box next to it, and then also walk it. I got there's like an email filter. I'm just gonna say ping and put a little checkbox next to it. and I think the first thing, read whatever her message, or she left a voicemail and get us.
Email, I'm assuming,
Sure.
Okay.
or like whatever the
Voice to talk.
whatever
Voice
the
to text.
the internet equipment of like the deep web, AOL Instant Messenger, I guess. Like,
So, okay, see,
Google Chat.
does Trello still exist?
regardless, it's the World of Darkness version of it.
Okay.
So you guys both belong to a website where it's completely untraceable, VPNs up the wazoo, blah blah blah. No, it's a secure messaging app or something.
All right, I'm gonna read that.
It's asking you if you can dig up any leverage on anybody at the coroner's office.
Okay. I'm gonna fire up my
Laptop.
yeah, and then I'm at work. Yeah, so laptop, and then while that's loading up, I'm gonna on my work computer look and see what that email was.
Okay. So you open up what's the equivalent of a hacker incognito tab that's actually incognito on your work computer. And you read the email, and it's like, in regards to Detective Mathers.
That's the subject line, or
And it says RE. So this is a email chain that you were mentioned in.
and can I read it, or I just get okay? Read it.
So the gist of it before is like, we're gonna have a man on site. He's set to arrive on June 3rd. He's investigating some questionable IP crimes coming out of your center. We're to do our best to assist in his investigation. And it's your boss going like, of course, like I'll be there to meet him. And it's like, no, Detective Mathers will work on his own. With the less contact anyone at the center has with him, the better. We've already set up a conference room on like in the basement for him to work from, and he'll be doing that. And then the one that mentions you is he was like, hey, Detective Mathers is having trouble using his Uber Eats coupon that we got him for his meals while he's working with us. Is there any chance you could have Michael Smith go ahead and like call Uber Eats and see what's going on with that?
Okay.
But your boss just got it, so he hasn't even contacted you about the issue yet.
Okay. I'm gonna file that away in my brain that there's someone doing that stuff, and then once my laptop is booted up, log into VPN or whatever there and get into Banner's stuff.
Okay, go ahead and let's do an. Are you doing fast or are you doing thorough?
Based on the tone of the message, was it like, I need this now?
My tone is always the same. Pretty
And I think that I've gotten that to be.
But you know from working with this person in the past that she pays better for fast.
Yes. If she wants thorough, she'll say thorough. She'll say dig deep. So yeah, fast then.
She'll say Princess and the Frog. Dig a little deeper.
There we go.
I need a princess and the frog on so and so.
Yeah. Okay, what am I rolling?
So if you're doing fast and dirty, we'll do wits plus computers.
Oof. All right, that's a roll.
Are you not good at this?
Not with. That's one of the ones that I did not take a lot in. 2 successes.
Okay. 2 successes. You come back with there's a particular kind of head of the coroner's office. Her name is Karen, and she has outstanding warrants in 4 states.
Karen Wilcox.
Sure. That her boss doesn't seem to be aware of because she would not have gotten hired if that was the case. They are all for possession of illegal narcotics. So basically, she's writing prescriptions for herself. And she's been caught 4 times in different parts of the country and not seen any trial or anything for them. So,
Okay. I will type a message back with the name and say,
And like proof of concept.
yeah.
Yeah. You get a dossier back on Karen Wilcox, unless that's somebody we shouldn't be saying. I didn't know if that was an actual person or not. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, no, I just pulled the name.
So you get Karen Wilcox back. She used to be Karen Masters, and she has like all of these. She could lose her job real easy. So that's what you get
Okay.
back from him.
I think I would go a step further and do like contact info. Like, here's an email, here's a phone number, and here's her schedule for the next
Home address.
Yeah, all that.
Very easily Googleable stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I immediately pay you.
All right, cool.
All right, go ahead and so you're not reducing your resource stops permanently, but like make sure you indicate that you're one less for the session.
Okay, out of like, so I only get.
So
how
if you
many
need to
dollars?
purchase something later, like you'll only be for 3.
Okay.
It's just your purchasing power. It's a temporary thing.
For like
So
today,
just
so
keep in mind that.
yeah, it'd be cool if they did like a temporary resource thing on here.
Yeah, I agree. It should be part of the core gameplay. But when you get into some of the monsters, like it's like, well, good, you have money. That's not gonna help you do anything.
When we had what's his name, it's like we didn't need to buy anything. You just pulled it out of your fucking pocket.
Kelvin, Mr. Dr. Connors, you are meeting with Catherine at the Banner Hospital cafeteria because she has a very, very busy day. She does not have time to go off campus to eat, but she's like, yeah, I can meet you at this time. I'm going to be in my poo shoes, but it should be fine. She's coming straight from work, so...
I'm just relieved that she doesn't want to go off campus. So I will go and meet her up there. Do our customary greeting of hug, kiss, kiss, and get sat down. It's
What's going on, Dr. Connors?
absolutely weirdest thing.
What?
Karen fucked up another autopsy, but it's a
surprised.
weird one.
Okay.
Okay, so picture this.
Are we be talking about this off the, like... should we not be in the cafeteria, or because we can just take the trays back to my office?
Yes.
Okay. She like picks up her tray and you guys go like the couple floors to her office and she like locks the door like conspiratorially and then she sits down at her desk.
Okay, picture this.
I'm picturing
Death, car accident,
car accident.
physical
Okay.
trauma.
What kind of physical trauma? Hit by a car, windshield.
In the car, airbag failed to deploy.
Oh, nasty.
Yes.
Seatbelt?
No. Not that we could see. There was
So through the windshield.
the body wasn't found in the car, so that's the logical guess. But the wounds are actually aligned more so with sustained trauma and not instant
So you mean high pressure?
over a long period.
Dead.
Dead. Well,
No,
during the trauma.
Alive. Yeah.
Sorry, during the trauma, alive. Apologies. They are dead now.
Mortem.
Yes.
Because you have post-mortem. What is
Pre-mortem. I'll give
pre-mortem?
pre-mortem.
I posthumous. I know there's a word for it, but I don't know it right now.
And
Okay, but we have to stop. That would indicate somebody who really knows. Like you could do something like that, but the average person has no idea how to make it look like.
I don't think that that's accurate. I mean, Giles Corey and the Crucible, that's how they killed him, basically.
Sure, but I mean that takes you have to know exactly what the wounds need to look like because just putting a heavy weight on someone isn't going to create the same wounds.
It gets weirder.
Okay,
Second body.
you said murder. There's 2. She fucked up.
13 gunshot wounds.
How does she keep her job?
I don't
You should have her job.
That's very nice of you, Catherine. I don't know. There's a lot of talking to people. It's
That's true. That's true. You wouldn't be fantastic at that.
13 gunshot wounds.
13?
13 gunshot wounds.
How did that not make the news?
I don't know. And also sustained trauma, not enough fragments to actually be from a bullet. But look like gunshot wounds.
Okay, but again, That would be near impossible to make a gunshot wound look like anything other. I mean, a not gunshot wound look like a gunshot wound.
I mean, I've been
What made
teaching.
you pick together two of these cases? Are you just doing audit over work?
I got an email.
You got an email telling you to look at two bodies?
No,
And that's not the most important part of the story?
I forgot about it, honestly. I got an email saying, "Did you get the cases I sent you with those files?" There wasn't a sender. How weird is that?
Kelvin, you just described like a serial killer movie.
Well, I mean, it wasn't like threatening or anything.
It was most definitely threatening. They told you they killed people and sent them to you. That's a threat, Kelvin.
Oh, I thought maybe I just didn't get an email or something. Like they had like sent me and they were like, "Look at these," and
But to two completely unrelated cases.
well, they were both fucked up. I mean, I assumed somebody knew that they were screwed up.
Well, how would they know that, Kelvin, unless they killed them?
I should go downstairs.
Do what? We should call the police. She like picks up her phone.
I'm not supposed to have done this.
Well, regardless, I'm sure they will overlook such a small thing if
It's
it's
an open investigation.
That means they need to know that these people were murdered.
It's my job.
They're not going to fire you over that. Well, they might. You have been caught sleeping one too many times.
Karen's not a fan either. She had a reason to get rid of me.
Well, we had a reason to get rid of her.
I know, she's clean as a damn whistle.
Yeah.
I've Googled her name.
Yeah.
Nothing comes up.
Nothing?
Well, coroner. I mean,
Of course. And like her philanthropic work.
no, I didn't see any of it.
Throwing a potluck for a bunch of rich white women is hardly philanthropic.
Oh, God, can you imagine her in the ER?
She would never.
No, she'd kill people.
She would kill people all the time. Have you seen her sutures?
I had to redo them this morning.
Oh, how did you manage that?
I just did it badly.
Well, Kelvin, it sounds like you should talk to someone or, I don't know, arrange, maybe, I don't know. You have to tell someone, right?
Let me reread the email. I'll see if it really looks through.
Why can't you just bring it up on your phone?
You can get email on your phone.
Give me your phone. She opens up your work email on your phone and she goes through. Your last email was Friday from Nathaniel.
No, this was last night at the 1:03.
She scrolls, there's nothing there.
Do the thing where you look at the things you got rid of.
Oh, she goes to the trash. Are you sure?
Yeah.
He just made up case number.
She kind of hands you the phone, like, Calvin, have you been sleeping?
I did. This morning I slept.
Have you been taking the pills I told you to take? I prescribed them.
Not on the weekend.
Okay. Were you at work on the weekend?
I was at work last night.
When were you last at home?
Thursday.
We're going to go home. You're going to spend the entire evening at home after work today, or I will report you. We have an understanding. Take care of yourself. Take a bath or something. Watch a rom-com.
I will just like lean over the desk and give her a hug. Like,
All right, let's be realistic. Watch something on Jeffrey Dahmer.
oh yeah, not the Netflix one.
Regardless.
Yeah, I can do that.
Just do something to relax yourself.
Well, it's always easier to think about murder outside of the morgue.
Don't think about the murder.
It could relax me.
Sleep on it and call me tomorrow if you still feel the same way you do now.
Okay, but
Doctor's orders, Calvin.
while I'm thinking about it, you think about it. Get it in your head in the back there, so it processes while you're doing stuff.
We'll make some inquiries. How's that?
I like it. I like it.
I'll see
like
if maybe either of them. Do you have the case numbers?
Yeah, and I'll 987-324 and A3298.
I'll see if they came through the ER. If they were found DOA, probably not, but maybe I can talk to...
Both of the bodies were moved. That's not a problem.
Okay. Again, what are we going to do tonight?
Watch a documentary on a serial
And where are we going to do it?
at home
And when are we going to go to work?
tomorrow,
At...
8 a.m.
We're also going to take a shower with real soap, not the weird soap you keep in your gym bag. You smell like a corpse. You can't use the same soap you use on the corpses.
I mean, when you're around them, you can't smell it.
Kelvin.
Who else am I going to see besides you?
Barry. You could see Barry.
I mean, I'll text him.
Oh, there's probably going to be a lot of traffic tonight because they have that event downtown.
Yeah, I'll take the back street. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's a block.
Kelvin, I have to go save a bunch of lives, and you probably have to, I don't know, tear somebody's heart out and weigh it or something.
No, that's a Greek myth with the feather. No, Egyptian myths are with the feather. It's
If you
not
do an
actually
autopsy, you
practice.
weigh the organs. That's what I'm saying.
I know, but that's not the way that you. It's
Kelvin.
okay.
Also, eat. I'm going to go back to work, but you haven't eaten. Eat your lunch
Okay. And I'll take-
before going back to work. Do not take that into the morgue with you.
I'm just gonna take it to my office.
I'm gonna have Chris stand outside this door and check your tray before you leave. Chris, I'll put on like the security guard.
I'll eat my lunch and then go back downstairs.
You show Chris your empty tray, and he's like,
And the whole time I've been eating, I like pulled out a little note paper and start writing how I think this could have been done. Is there anything that I can roll to like go through the postulations of like how the injuries could have been caused, or kind of like leave that till I can get?
I mean, I would say, I mean, it could be in your back burner, but I'm not gonna have you roll for it because I don't necessarily want you to like. I don't want it all today. But you're thinking about it. You're thinking
Okay.
about it. You're taking time with it. And to be honest, there's like even in like your first 20 minutes of note taking, like you can think of at least 30, 50, like because it was made to look like something else, like you can think of a bunch of different ways that could be done.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like if you're just trying to get, because like a steering wheel, like hitting the head on the steering wheel, you just need any circular thing
Blunt
and
object.
then pressure applied to it. And there's 100 different ways you could possibly do that, even if you just had a steering wheel. You know what I mean? So like you have a notebook filled with different ways you could make these injuries happen.
And there's diagrams that I've written out while I was eating. So when I go to show him my tray, like under my arm, there's like very graphic diagrams sticking out on a legal
Have
pad.
a nice day, Dr. Connors.
What was his name again?
Chris.
Good to see you, Chris. And I'll keep walking. I deal much better with people when I'm thinking.
All right. Does anyone have anything they want to resolve or talk about before we get to 5 p.m.?
No.
Okay, because that was, we'll say 3.
She had a late lunch.
Did I get the full name of the dude that's investigating? The show it's Mathers.
Yeah. So like the email that it was sent from, you don't have access to that because it's outside the building. So any other context emails you don't have, because they're very purposely keeping your boss out of the loop.
But the email it came from, what's like the website that it's attached to?
It's corporate.
Like Us Corporate?
So you could go looking for it, but you know somebody is actively looking for somebody doing stuff like that.
I'm just thinking if I can get the dude's name and like I know what company he's coming from, if it's like an outside company.
No, you don't have any of that. I mean, you could, again, do it, but even as reckless as you might be, doing it at work is probably not a great idea. Are you doing anything with the information that you received?
Yeah, so I would go to the medical examiner's office and ask for Dr. Karen Wilcox at the front desk.
You asked the girl her name or anything like that?
No.
Okay. So the girl is just kind of like And you've changed out of your CVS shirt and maybe like washed your hands or something, so you look like a normal person, or are you still covered in blood? Yes, she's not busy at the moment. I could take you to her office.
Yes, please.
Okay, so as you walk back in to the front desk, you see a woman being taken back to Karen's office with a young girl.
I
Mentally clock. Tell me if I can't do this, but I just mentally clock. She's injured. Don't say anything. Just like, that's weird.
Make a wits plus medicine.
Okay.
We'll say -2 because she's a child. You don't know what living children look like.
One success.
She's walking weird, but like it could just be like a stomach ache or something. You know, children get those a lot.
That's yeah, they're weird. And yeah, what do you wave all?
Miss Karen Wilcox is sitting behind her desk as the knock. Hello.
Hello.
There's a. Sorry, I didn't ask for your name.
I'm Cassandra.
There's a Cassandra to see you. I'm very busy. Tell her to come back later.
It's a private message.
Oh, Stacy, we've talked about this. You leave them at the desk. You come talk to me, and then you go back and get them and bring them. You don't just
Dr.
bring
Masters? I mean, Dr. Wilcox, please.
Stacy, that'll be all. And Stacy's like, oh, okay. And then Stacy leaves, and like you are inside the office. She's like, what is this?
She's got a bullet casing in her. I need you to take it out. It's kind of beyond my basic first aid skills. You can do that, right? You went to medical school?
I mean, technically, yes, I did.
Cool. Can we do it soon? She's, not in a great shape.
I know she looks pale as hell. I don't understand. Just go to the hospital.
Yeah, she doesn't want to.
Well, I'm not just going to pull a bullet out of a little girl because you said so.
Well, if you don't, I'm going to tell everybody about the outstanding warrants on you, Dr. Masters. Really should be quite simple.
How did you find out about
That's not really important. There's a young girl who's in danger right now.
that? Fine.
Thank you. Jeez.
We're going to have to do it in the morgue.
Lead the way.
Is that where you would be?
Yup.
I also have my gun on.
Karen walks in and is like, Dr. Connors, leave.
Well, Dr. Wilcox, I'm right in the middle of.
No, leave. I need the room for a very important personal matter.
Do you need them? You
Did I stutter, Dr. Connors?
I did the right thing with blackmailing her.
It will be noted in my report that I was interrupted.
All right, just go use your office.
You want me to take this to my office? Like, gesturing at the body?
Go do your reports in your office.
I take my clipboard and, like, kind of shoot her a look. Because this has never fucking happened.
I'm reassigning this body to me. I will redo I was unhappy with your last autopsy, so I'm taking this one over. Dismissed. Now you don't have any work to do. Go.
Sorry,
Good day,
doctor.
ma'am. And I'll just give a little polite nod to the good day, little girl.
The young girl, as you're like moving past, is like, I think you're doing a great job.
I don't have any candy.
I don't want any candy. I just really would like you to leave this room, please.
Okay. And I'm gonna, as soon as I walk outside, I text Catherine. She just reassigned a body because she's unhappy about it. And interrupted me right in the middle of it. There's gonna be oxidization. It's not an like she's bringing random people into the morgue.
Can you text that well?
It will be noted in my report.
So that they're just thumbs.
Okay.
It's one finger,
It's still,
but just
yeah,
thumbs.
Oh, okay.
But he writes a sentence, hits send, writes a sentence, hits send,
Yeah.
writes a
And
sentence,
they all
send.
have correct grammar. Everything ends in a period. Like
Very important.
Capitalization and
It goes back to rewrite the message. They fucked up the capital. And I can't just go highlight it. I have to remove the whole thing.
There's a lot of like
face button.
asterisks too, where he's like,
Oh my
god. He hates autocorrect. He has it turned off on his phone.
What have I ever wanted to say, duck?
Right, just on the table.
Don't laugh out loud.
And then she removes the bullet and sews her up badly. She's going to need antibiotics.
Can you write us a prescription?
Oh, so now I'm supposed to commit a felony on top of everything
Well,
else?
I won't blackmail you into this part. If you want to help with the antibiotics, great. If you don't, I'll figure it out.
Is this your daughter, or
No?
how do you know this girl? Because the girl's passed out. Like, during the removal of the bullet, she passed the fuck out.
You're telling me if you came across someone who'd been shot, you wouldn't help them?
I would call an ambulance.
She didn't want me to.
So you just came in here, dug up my sordid past, and then decided to blackmail me?
I mean, I seemed the quickest way to get it all resolved without, minimal fuss. You're fine. What did that take? Like 30 minutes? And you helped someone. Hey, you can sleep well tonight.
I would just like to point out that when we created Cassandra Troy, like, she didn't have a lot of because you were really off that day. You were having a bad. So like, I had no idea what I was getting, and I'm so happy. It's like when you open up a package and you think it's socks, but then you realize like it's really nice socks. You know what I mean? And you're actually like, oh, socks, and you like wear them and like, oh man, these are nice. Like you're suddenly
So
retroactively
like socks.
It's a wonderful.
Well, no, I'm just saying it's like retroactively really, really amazing.
Think about how much Rio likes socks, and then
I really like.
It's true.
and then
Like, you don't want to get socks as a gift, but like when you get really nice ones, it's suddenly cool again. Anyway, so what now? I mean, she's gonna be passed out for probably at least another 10-20 minutes.
Is there a back door? I mean,
We're a morgue. Yes, there's a back door.
can I carry her? I'm pretty skinny, so I don't know how strong I am. Should I roll?
No, she's a young child.
You said 13.
Yeah,
So
but she's small though.
okay. So do I need to roll, or I just can?
Your strength 2. You're fine. You're fine. And you got like 2 in athletics. I'm
Yeah, I'll just tell everyone that you bored her into a nap. They'll believe that. Thanks. Bye. Did she give me the antibiotics prescription? Probably not. I'm not going to ruin my exit. I'm still leaving.
How do I know you're not going to say something later or use this against me in the future? Like, do you give me the evidence or something?
Well, what do you think the chances are that I'll run into somebody who needs medical help on the DL again? Because
It seems very likely.
probably about that likely then. Hey, I'll try not to put too much on your plate.
Okay.
I'm gone. Exit. Exude.
Dr. Connors?
Karen.
Dr. Wilcox?
I've changed my mind. I re-looked over your notes, and your last one was fine, so you can go back to working on that. And also, Dr. Cerulean came in and worked on a project, so it needs to be cleaned as well.
Okay.
So finish your work, Dr. Connors. You threw a fit earlier, and now I'm giving it back to you, and you're suddenly don't want it now?
No, I do.
Okay,
I would much rather perform
then
than
go
you.
back to work.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Wilcox. Thank you.
And make sure you clock out at 5. I can't afford any more overtime from you.
No, ma'am.
I've come up with a new word for this bitch. Instead of the audacity, it's the audacity. She's gaslighting so much. I hate her for you.
I go back to the morgue, and what is the mess that was left?
Whatever a mess would be left from somebody removing a bullet from a living person.
Did she clean up the bullet, or is
Yeah,
it
no, the
just still
bullet's
on the
gone.
table? Okay.
In the lamps.
Is there anything that could say to me that this was
Somebody
a
did
live
a surgery on a
body?
live body in here.
Yeah.
I mean, you have no way of just like aside from your word, there's no way to like effectively prove it.
Are there
But
cameras in this room?
there are cameras in this room, but she would have turned them off.
Are they still off?
Yeah. I mean, you did the same thing earlier because you know nobody checks them unless there's an issue. You know what I mean?
I know, but I turned it back on. While they're still off, because I wasn't the one to do it, I will clean up that mess. And then I'm going to pull out the other body again.
Which one?
The bullets.
Okay.
Because that's the weirdest one to me.
All right. So it was 3 when you had lunch with Catherine. So it means at this point you probably only have an hour.
Okay, I already have it noted in my report that other one was interrupted. So I will go to start pulling out that body and then realize that I only have an hour left, and she told me I couldn't
Catherine
stay.
appears as a force ghost and is like, "Do not stay."
And I will put it back, finish the autopsy I was working on. And then I will... Is that one pretty normal? Like nothing's weird about it?
She died of kidney failure. I mean, she looks like she looks like she drank every day of her life since she was 3 years old. It's pretty cut and dry.
He tends to listen to music like on a little portable speaker in the morgue while he's working, and talk to himself while he's doing it. It was nice of her to donate herself to science after she was already pickled. We all need to pickle up in places it did. Something for the med students, at least. I do mean that. I do actually mean that non-sarcastically. That was very kind of her to do that. More people should do that.
Who are you talking
The camera.
You can't.
about? Oh.
God.
Whatever is up there. Just occasionally, I felt like that sounded cold, and I want to make sure that whatever power that be.
You just want to know that God knows he has.
I really do. I really do mean that's kind. That's shame.
All right.
So young.
It is 5 o'clock, and
Somewhere.
despite your best thought to the contrary, you totally forgot to take the back road, and so now you're stuck in traffic on Broadway.
Even though Kelvin dresses like very, like kind of down, like doesn't usually wear a tie, like wears just a button up, has the lab coat, whatever, kind of like understated in that regard. He drives a Rivian. He's got like a real nice car.
Yeah.
Doesn't spend money on anything.
So Michael, you're also stuck in this traffic because you were so distracted you didn't check traffic trends before you left work like you usually do.
Stupid.
And so you guys are next to each other in traffic when both of you get a text message. The text message reads, for you, the man to your right knows about the explosion, and yours says, the man to your left is going to be my next recipient.
Do we both just look up at each other at the same time?
Put the phone down.
I'll roll down my window.
I roll the window down. Yeah.
Do you have a second?
There's
It stopped.
an accident. Yeah. We're not going anywhere.
Okay. Can I get your number?
Buddy, you're handsome, but
No.
usually this is not how.
No, I understand. I understand where that came off wrong. I need to talk to you.
Why?
I can't entirely explain it.
Checks all the mirrors, see if there's anyone else looking at me. I'm like,
Not really.
okay.
There's a Sonic and an AM PM right there.
Oh, there.
Mhm.
Okay.
Over
was
by
it
the
in-
Boy Scouts
Yeah,
building.
that's right. Banner North was where it was. Just like, okay. I'll rip out a sheet of legal paper and like write my number on it, crumple it up, and throw it into your window.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Thank you. Oh,
Window
roll out my
up.
window.
Smooth. Uh-oh.
If I
Is that
go,
bad?
Oh yeah, that is bad.
what?
Technical difficulties. Of course,
Doesn't
it's the
exist
camera that
anymore.
no one's talking on, so it's kind of. Oh no, Hank is on that camera.
Just a moment, folks. We're gonna pause the record.
Are we back?
Yeah.
Okay. And we're back. So anything else from that interaction, or
Okay. Never mind.
Well, I gave you my number, so it's. You're
If I open my phone again, is that text still there?
no?
Fuck.
What the hell?
Okay. Right.
I'm at.
Are we still not moving?
He is not going forward, and people are honking at him.
I'm gonna flip him off just because.
Wow.
I don't know. He's a dumbass. He's not driving.
I said, I'm yelling through the window, which is now closed. You could die. I go back to check my message as well. And
You bring up your phone, like to show him the text message, and it's your last Uber Eats delivery confirmation.
that feels coincidental. Detective Manners.
I mean, yeah.
Anything else from you two then?
Going home.
Yeah.
So you do gym clients all day, work with some of the younger kids. Dino can't stop dancing when he fights, and you're trying to teach him how to not dance when he fights.
Yep.
Like, no, you threw your arm back again. You don't need to do that. It's unnecessary.
I'm starting to feel bad about popping Chris every so often because he keeps dropping his hands. And if you drop your hands, you're getting popped.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, he works at the hospital. You know what I mean? He's got a real stressful job, so.
Taking care of this one.
He tells you a story about like this weird ass doctor who he works with who like draws murder photos for fun. And he has to like make sure he eats all his dinner.
That is concerning, actually. Why? It doesn't sound like a good let out. This is a good let out. Hey, hands up.
Dante, you spend the rest of the day just driving around your ruined car.
I'm getting more and more like, as I'm driving though, I'm getting less and less angry and more just like, I don't know why I'm still driving around. I'm
It's a
toxifying.
blood-filled car.
Yeah, I'm looking at my steering wheel. Gaseous.
Yeah, I'm at Banner. Are you coming?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Did you see them? Are they there?
No.
Okay, I'm hungry. Going home.
Okay.
I want to work on my cars.
Should I go home, or do you want me to stay here?
Get yourself some dinner, man. You deserve that much at least.
Okay.
And then pick me up another can of NOS. I have ideas. I'm gonna
It's
test some stuff.
like 6. Yeah, I'll find some place.
Thanks. You're great. And he's just very tired and very love you. And hangs up.
Love you too.
Oh.
Oh,
But it was after you had hung up. And then he kind of like puts his phone in his back pocket, and he's like, "I'm gonna find Nas at 6 p.m."
He needs to get paid more. I already know this. I'm paying him.
You don't pay him.
I should start paying him. I think to myself instead of driving around.
so do we get more resource points now since she's getting the merit for retainer?
No, she has that merit already.
It's like it's
Yeah.
It's a retainer. Like,
It's a 3-dot retainer.
he is paid by like her corporation,
Yeah.
but for none of this. Like everything he's doing right now, he's not billable.
Savage.
I would like to say he has a corporate card for food and
I
stuff.
mean, but he spends on you.
Buying me beers at 10 a.m. Would die for him.
Anyway,
I might.
so everybody makes it home for the day. What are you doing with this unconscious girl?
I'll take her back to my house, and intend to let her stay overnight, and I will try to get antibiotics from work the next day.
Just gonna struggle.
Or is there? It's not 24 hours. Is it 24 hours?
That one is
CVS?
24 hours. Yeah.
Okay. Well, depending on how I generally steal drugs from work, I would maybe try to
Oh my god.
go and like get her secured, and then maybe I would try to get the antibiotics sooner than the next day if it would be possible for me to steal them when I'm not on shift.
Okay.
Like if I could somehow sneak in there and there,
There's no
avoid
way.
people. Okay. I guess I will wait till the next day when I work.
She does wake up eventually. Is she like in your bed, on your couch?
I put her on the couch, yeah.
Fuck.
I kind of knock a Tylenol bottle at you, I guess. That's all I got for now. Oh. I hope
Because it's child love.
Yeah.
But she's weak. she's on like I don't know.
She's
I don't know how
dramatic
they would have
is what
knocked
she
her
is.
out for surgery in a morgue because they don't have like not antiseptic.
Because
And
Karen
anesthesia.
Wilcox writes her own script.
Yeah.
So maybe had something.
Here's a bunch of
Have some,
Vicodin. Go to
have some
bed.
Vicodin. Or some oxy in her pocket.
Here, kid.
So she's groggy and she's like, "Water."
there's water by her.
Mm.
So I was gonna get you some antibiotics tomorrow, and then I don't know, drop you off somewhere you have a home. I hope.
I'll just take off now.
I mean, you really don't have to do that. It seems like unnecessary.
I mean, you've done a lot for me and it's been really nice, but I really don't want to end up on the news and like you have a gun and you say you work at CVS, but then like you know how to get away from crazy people and you bribed that lady and like you texted someone and then you knew all about her. And this is just, it's a weird situation and I feel like you're going to Dahmer me, but like a lady Dahmer.
Wow. Well, that's offensive. That guy's hideous. Okay. I feel like if I was gonna hurt you, I would have done that already. But sure, you can leave now if you'd like.
All right. Thank you for your time.
Is whoever did this to you gonna get after you still?
I can take care of myself.
Really? Because I've kind of been taking care of you all day.
Well, yeah, I didn't know how to deal with getting shot, but I can take care of myself. And
Now that you've been shot and have a
well, now
mortal
I know what to
enemy?
do. Like, I just go back to that lady and tell her, like, she's wanted or whatever.
Okay, I guess you could do that.
Yeah, and then she'll patch me up, and it'll be fine.
I mean, she might.
She did it for you.
Yeah, well, I'm an adult. You're probably easier to, lie to and manipulate.
I am not easy to lie to. Like, you're being kind of reductive right now.
Well, I mean, it was impressive you stealing that car. I mean, it was a convertible, so how impressive was it?
I mean, honestly, like, the guy had no safeguards in place.
Like this mechanic is an idiot.
Dante feels a disturbance in the force.
Yeah, there's a certain amount of arrogance that straight white men generally get walking around the world, so good for them, I guess.
I mean, he was eating pumpkin empanadas. How straight could he be?
I don't know. Didn't know pumpkin empanadas had a sexual preference.
Yeah, everybody knows that. Straight guys get apple empanadas.
13-year-olds teach me so much. What's your name, by the way?
What's it to you?
Oh my god. You're so young and yet you're so defensive. I guess maybe getting shot would do that to you.
My name's Kayla.
Hi, I'm Cassandra.
Is that your real name?
What does
Cassie?
real mean?
Well, obviously you're some kind of like, I don't know, a Jason Bourne or John Wick or something, but like with boobs.
Sure, I get that all the time. Okay, well, good luck, Kayla. You sure you don't want to stay?
I mean, I'm gonna go. Like,
Okay,
you can't force me
go.
to stay here.
I'm not. I could, but I'm not.
I mean, were you gonna make food or something? Like,
I mean, make food, order food, kind of the same thing.
I mean, I haven't eaten. I could eat.
Okay.
I mean, if you're eating, like, and she kind of like digs through a jacket pocket, you just see like a wad of like bills. She's like,
Let's address that later. Get pizza.
Tuck that one away.
I order pizza.
you don't push her for further details, I'm assuming, and she does not offer further details.
Cool.
You eat pizza and watch, I don't know, The Bachelor.
Yeah. And I tell her everything about all the contestants.
In that same
Yeah.
matter of fact, like
Yeah.
Well, but not only does she tell her everything about the contestants, she also pulls up all of like the dirt that she got. She paid a lot of money for to get on each
Yes.
one of the girls.
It's one of my favorite jobs to do.
That one's actually married, so
Yeah,
she's
like
not
at the
gonna last
time
long.
of recording, like, this is all fucking fake.
Cassandra accidentally made Michael a fan of The Bachelor.
I'm super invested now. And like
Looks forward to
anytime
season
I get
premiere.
a bachelor request from you, that's priority.
You are actively hacking their system so that you will be deciding who the new bachelor is.
Oh, I've already offered that to you. I found a glitch and was like, hey, if whoever you want to vote
So
for it.
next season it's gonna be my guy.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I also love how like you kind of like forget to charge her. You know what I mean? Like it's just like the new season comes out. It's like here's the dossiers.
Yeah, I didn't even ask for these.
But she like pays you after you've sent them. You know what I mean? Like, is anyone else doing anything at home now?
I went home.
Yes. I am putting his number in my phone. And
I
then
think you're
I'm
progressing so quickly.
looking up his number,
Okay, Dr. Kelvin Connors.
getting all the information I can.
You get his like address and basic, you know what I mean, like work stuff. He's associated with a couple of like, he's the coroner, so he's like mentioned on several court cases and whatnot, but as a coroner.
Just for reference, my house is this house.
Okay.
But it looks exactly like the Zillow photos from when it was sold.
Give me an intelligence with computers if you're doing a deep dive. If you're just going for basics,
No, I want like associates. I want like history. I want
give it to me.
full 9 yards. So intelligence plus computers.
I am also probably the cleanest person in this group.
So his message said the guy knows about the explosion, and then his message was like, "That's
My next
next target."
recipient.
So, like, what are you making of this explosion thing? Does that click with him, or he's like, "What explosion?"
I haven't examined that yet. Some random dude just gave me his personal info. I have to figure out everything about
And
it.
the text is gone now, so it's like, what do I even remember it saying?
3 successes.
3 successes. He has absolutely no online presence. He belongs to one Discord.
Aww.
It's a Discord on paranormal activity and unsolved cases.
Aww.
Avoid that one.
And the only thing you can dig up on him is that like there's a news article, like an obituary where his uncle shot himself. That's like the most interesting thing. But when he was like a kid.
Do I find a connection between the lady I looked up and him? Since they like work with each other?
Oh, I mean they work in the same office.
Okay. I'll file that away in my brain.
That is a coincidence.
It's just a weird coincidence for the day of like so once I get all that, what did the text say again?
Yours says the man to your right knows about the explosion. Now this is super meta, so everybody else earmuffs, but it has to do with the worst thing you ever did.
Oh shit. All right, cool.
That's immediately what it comes to you.
That he knows about it?
That this guy knows about. Or will soon know about. I think it said, I'm going to tell him about the explosion.
I would go look up and see if there's any recent like mention of that anywhere. Okay. I text him, "Sup, bro?"
Kelvin is in the middle of
Bro.
eating lo mein out of the container on his couch that he actually ordered fresh because of talking to Catherine. It's not just something that was in the fridge this time, with notes spread all over the coffee table and a Zodiac Killer documentary playing. And he's occasionally yelling at the screen for things that he would have done differently.
Oh my God, yes.
And then your phone, which is like really far away from you, like chirps with a text message.
I leap up, almost dropping the lo mein, and set it aside, and go grab the phone and bring it over to the couch. It's weird to use it on the couch.
A number you don't recognize is saying sup bro, but you never save numbers, so you're not exactly sure if you know them or not.
Hello, comma, apologies, comma, I do not recognize this number, ... Is this the gentleman from traffic? ? Line break, dash, Dr. Kelvin Connors.
Calvin.
Kelvin.
While you guys think about what to do there, we're going to just do some Life of Life seasons over here.
Nathaniel set it up. All of my text messages ended with line break, dash, Dr. Kelvin.
Oh no!
All of them?
Signature.
My grandma does too.
I'm gonna kill you.
Mordecai, you get home, you're exhausted, you're sweaty. Your daughter is destroying your kitchen. It's like, I don't know, I'm making chicken satay. It's fine, Dad. It's fine. It's good for you. You'll like it, I promise.
All right. I trust you, sweetheart. Thank you for making me dinner.
But I cooked, so you're cleaning.
You know, that's understandable. I accept. Do I have time for a shower? Otherwise, I'll keep my arms below my weight.
No. Please shower. I think I'm like, you're getting on the food.
All right.
I think I'm like 2 hours away.
What are you? Never mind.
Don't worry. I have a campus tour tomorrow. I'll be out of your hair. You can have the house to yourself to do whatever you need to do.
Peeking around the corner, like shirt half off. You're never a bother.
Well, I know, but like, I'm sure you have stuff you want to do during the day.
I have some things I have to attend to, but I love seeing you. I can make some time as I'm walking away still.
Well, if you want to go on the campus tour then?
From around. I'd love to.
Okay, well, I mean, the same parents are allowed, so it was like, what does it mean, marinate the chicken? Marinate? You're like Googling.
Too late, babe.
Hold in the cheese.
There's no cheese in chicken satay.
No, it's just great.
I know. So that's You take a shower, you end up ordering chicken satay from Uber Eats.
That's what it's sponsored by.
What a great time
real.
to sponsor.
Hey, us.
Dante, you get home and a motorcycle boot, tight jean, leather jacket, tank top underneath, sunglasses he removes as you walk in the door, throwing them on the counter. Virgil is holding up a bag filled with Five Guys.
You know me so well.
Here's
Nice
a-
jacket.
Thanks. I heard you had a bad day. Want to talk about it?
Yeah, I grab a beer out of the fridge and hand him one. Pull out like the perfect burger, the big thing of Cajun fries, the whole 9 yards.
I get bag price.
So a 10-year-old stole my car today. A 10-year-old girl.
Cassius said she was like a teenager.
She was like 10. Okay, I don't know kids. She was a small child and going from door to door with
Which car?
cars. The Bel Air.
A 10-year-old stole your Bel Air.
Well, I had the hood down, but still, she pulled out hot wired the thing
Okay.
and took off. Found it in front of a payway on.
I was gonna say I heard the Bel Air drive up. So you got it
I
back.
got it covered in blood, but I got it back. I think
covered in
she got like
blood?
shot or something. I don't know. She was injured.
A 10-year-old girl got shot, stole your car. You recovered the car, and what you start with is that the drive column is out.
Well, yeah, I gotta put that back in somehow, or Cassius has to do it. I should really start paying him.
Go take a shower.
Okay.
You're gonna get blood on your food.
My burger's gonna be cold. I'm taking the beer with me. Shower beer.
That's what you can do when you're an adult.
So you take a shower beer, you come back out, you and Virgil talk about the situation. He's very understanding, he's very calm.
He
He's like,
reminds me that
I'll
a little
take
girl was injured, and that's important.
he's gonna take the Bel Air out to get detailed tomorrow. Him and Cassius will put the drivetrain back together. You sleep in. Like,
Man.
we'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. Like,
I'm glad you're back in town. Wait, why are you back?
well, my best friend in the entire world refuses to live in a city that has 24-hour restaurants. So here I am.
That's true. Everything closes at 7 p.m. here because we're a bunch of old people.
So I have to come to him and bring him food or he won't eat.
And I wasn't going to eat tonight, actually, because I forgot to get food, so.
I know you weren't going to eat, and Cassius is probably busy because he's still at the hospital.
Why is
I am going to text him to not be at the
he
hospital.
was going to get me NOS. I'm going to put NOS in the
I brought you
accelerator.
nuts. I brought you nuts. I brought you nuts. Don't worry.
I think the guest room is set up still.
I know where the guest room.
He's staying a couple days.
Yeah, I'm gonna say in the second guest room because you know Cassius is staying in your guest room, right?
Yeah.
You know he's staying here, right?
Is he who brings me breakfast every morning? There's always pastries on the
I
with
can only
quadruple
assume that the
espresso.
only other person who lives in your house is bringing you food every morning. Yes. Do you think it's elves?
I didn't question it, to be real.
Dante, go to
Yeah,
bed.
okay.
Dante, go to bed.
Okay.
You need to go to bed.
Yes, Dad. He very mumbling to himself. It's been every morning. Breakfast.
Bed.
Okay.
I already put your shot next to your bed.
I love you.
I know.
Just falls right into bed, like barely takes the skinny jeans off and just collapses.
Hanging off one foot.
Yeah.
All right, so that's Mordecai asleep, Dante asleep, you eventually asleep, I'm assuming, and then you two texting. So
Kelvin is like sitting on his couch, curled up, like with his like knees up in the phone, just like staring at it, waiting for a response.
As you're waiting on a response, you get a message from Barry saying, "Hey, there's a really active conversation on the Discord about there was a chupacabra sighting. If you were interested."
I'll message Barry. I'm so sorry. Can't talk right now. I'm sure that's incredibly interesting. There's something going on. I'll explain later. All with proper punctuation.
Space dash Dr. Kelvin Connors. What's going on?
Okay, so so Karen fucked up 2 autopsies. Here's what happened with them: sustained trauma. Go through all that list, like this, like long text message that takes up the whole page.
So
and
you
then
have
driving
texted,
home.
You texted Kelvin, and you're waiting on a response. For some reason, he's not responding.
Yeah, I just said, yeah.
The text messages are disappearing, as did the emails. And now he texted me. I don't know his name yet, but he said, "Quote, sup bro," quote, line break dash Dr. Kelvin Connors. And then I will see the notification and go back to this. Yeah? Are you in immediate danger? Line break dash Dr. Kelvin Connors.
Did you see the shirt that says "Hello, period, space, dash, Dr. Kelvin Connors"?
No question mark.
I am concerned that you may soon be in immediate danger. Comma, I got a text message regarding you, or rather, the man to my left, who I believe is you, and it said that you would be the next recipient, comma, I don't know how much I'm allowed to disclose, given the situation, period, comma, but...
You get a message from Barry as you're typing that says, "Hey, before you tell anybody else about this, make sure you talk to me because there could be like undercover cops involved or something like that. Let me look into it before you talk to anybody."
Erase.
You just see the ...
Is there a chance you're free right now? Question mark, line break, dash, Dr.
Sure, question mark.
I apologize for the hour, but if you are available, and I'll put my address there.
You're very trusting.
Wait, is his address?
Perhaps this might be better to discuss in person. I'm not sure how involved you are, or how involved I am, or who knows what. ... Line break, dash, Dr. Kelvin Connors.
Honestly, this is the longest ask to hook up you've ever gotten.
I'm just gonna type back and I would like, that's a lot of words for the hookup.
For 6 seconds.
Hookup, question mark.
Line break.
Is that ... like information hookup? Question mark. I think that maybe we have pieces of a similar puzzle. Period.
Please
Line
clarify.
break. Dash. Dr. Kelvin Connors.
Oh, the puzzle definitely has pieces that are similar.
Yeah, I assume we have the same puzzle pieces. And that's why you were texting.
Well, comma, if we have the same puzzle pieces, we won't get very far. I'm hoping that we have different puzzle pieces so that we can put them together. Period. Line break. Dash. Dr. Kelvin Connors. I want to give the full experience of what this is like to read.
His camera is up.
What?
Oh, really?
You
Really, you're
real-
doing it. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Elena. I'm sorry. I will try to have this fixed next time so it's not hanging in the same place.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's my fault based on where it's hanging.
Hank was making very funny faces. That's all you missed.
So wait, You... Dude, what are you looking for?
I'm worried there is a serial killer that may try to murder you based on the information that I've received. I'm hoping you have more information than I do. Line break. Dash. Dr. Kelvin Connors.
What the fuck? And then instantly after, do you type out your name every time? Dr. Kelvin Connors? Question mark.
I don't know what you mean. ... Yes, that is my name. Period. Line break. Dash. Dr. Kelvin Connors. Nathaniel set this up a long time ago. I don't fucking remember that it's there.
I guess I'll be there in 20.
Excellent, comma, sounds good, period. Are you okay with lo mein? Question mark. Line break, dash, Dr. Calvin Connors.
Dick pic.
What does lo mein mean? I haven't heard that one. What?
I can order satay if you prefer. There's a restaurant nearby that does a great chicken. Line break, dash, Dr. Calvin Connors.
You're fucking weird. Line break. I'm more of a fried rice person.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna go digging through my fridge and see if I have leftover fried rice at all.
You do?
Do a smell check to make sure it's still edible.
It's all right.
That's what you
You would eat it.
Yeah. I'll reheat it on the stove and like put it in a bowl
Oh my God.
and then like set it on top of the notes that are on the table so that that'll probably take me 10 or so minutes. So
So I'm gonna say it's probably like 10, 11 o'clock at night at this point. Right? Does that sound fair to
Yeah.
you guys? Okay. So when you arrive,
I'm bringing my gun with me.
okay,
That's
like tucked into your back
Yeah.
of your okay.
Kelvin is wearing like plaid pajama bottoms and like a ash gray t-shirt with kind of faded printed logo from a conference that was like 5 years ago. And it's a bit too big on him, but opens the door wearing that.
Door.
Oh, you found it.
Yeah, it's
Come in.
there's a thing called Google Maps.
Yes, the maps are incredibly useful. Yeah, if you there's fried rice. I hope is
I was joking.
is pork okay? Oh, yeah, it's well okay. Some of like the horde of chopsticks that I have from all of the Chinese that I've ordered, and I have like a couple of those out and like a little bowl.
Because they always assume there's more than one of you, so you have like an extra set every time you order.
And I sit up on the couch, fold my legs under myself, and like take another bite of the lo mein, looking at you.
I'll grab some food, chopsticks, because I'm a nerd. I use them really well.
I just eat with them a lot. I don't know if I'm using them properly, but so who are you?
Bro, you asked me over.
Okay.
Fair.
Well, you know my name. You put it in the text message.
Yeah, because you put it in every text message you have. Do you really type your name out every single time you send a text?
Oh, no. It's this really neat thing. My assistant set it up. It's a text signature. That way everybody always knows if you message them who you are. But you didn't have one, so I wasn't sure.
Who you were.
Hi, I'm sorry. Kelvin.
Michael.
Lovely to meet you, Michael. Do you have any reason to suspect
Also,
that somebody...
Michael, for context, there are horrible pictures all over this coffee table
I'm trying not to look
of
at that.
people being tortured by various heavy objects that are hand drawn.
As we're shaking hands, I look down, I'm like, what?
Do you have any reason to suspect that somebody may be intending to kill you?
I do now, buddy. I'm gonna...
Here.
I think I'm gonna go.
Wait, no. Wait,
It
no.
was-
Sorry, this
no,
is an
I-
investigation. No, there's a reason. There's a reason. There's a reason. There's a reason. There's a reason.
Okay, like 5 seconds. Let's go.
Shit, Barry said not to say anything.
Who's Bear?
Barry's a detective with TPD, and he. Are you undercover?
Barry's actually a beat cop.
Sorry,
It's not-
he's a beat cop with TPD. Are you undercover? I work with the police regularly, but I don't recognize you.
No, I don't. No, I'm not a cop. I'm not. Are you a cop?
I'm a coroner,
Why?
medical examiner. I have an MD. It's not required, but I do think it's very useful.
What? I don't.
Sorry.
Can
Okay.
we-
Okay. You're not an
like,
undercover cop, so it's Barry's thing out of the way. No problem. Check box. Yes. So.
Can we put those away or something? Because I'm not a fan of. That's.
Yeah, totally fine. Like picks up the food and moves it aside and gathers it together into a messy pile and sets it on the other side of the table so that it's out of view. Weirdest thing ever. Very strange deaths. I'm trying to figure out how they happened. I was notified about the deaths in a very weird way from an email that listed their case numbers and then vanished. And the email said that sender gave me the cases, and I thought it was an inter-office thing, like, the whole, like, oh, I just let you know about these cases, blah, 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 look into them. And it turns out, my colleague thinks that it was maybe whoever killed the people. But they're very unrelated, died in very different ways, and it doesn't make sense. But when we were in traffic today, I got a text message saying that you were the next recipient. And I don't know if that means that you're going to receive a body or if that you are the body. Does that make sense? Oh, better question. Do you have a reason to expect a corpse? You weren't forthcoming about knowing if anybody would want to kill you or not.
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people that want to kill me, but
Whoa, a lot.
Oh,
I don't. What the fuck? What? You're eating Chinese food and you're looking at like, did you draw these?
at the same time, on like the screen that's muted, there's a pan over of a gruesome murder scene in the documentary.
I'm gonna throw up.
Make a con. Let's just do con plus resolve. And then you get a text message from Barry saying, "Hey, I just talked to Catherine. Hey, buddy, when's the last time you slept?"
Last night.
How long?
I'm not entirely sure.
All right, I'm on shift. I'm gonna stop by and bring you something to like calm you down. Okay, you need to get some sleep, buddy.
I have the prescription from Catherine.
I know, but we got to make sure you take it. It's almost midnight and you're still not in bed. That means you're any minute now. This is gonna be a problem, you know. ... Line break dash Dr. Calvin Connors. Looks up at Michael. I have a gentleman over. Line break dash Dr. Calvin Connors.
Winky face.
I don't use emojis. Nothing makes sense.
Mary comes back with, "Oh," just like, and then like ellipses, and then another space is like,
Winky face emoji.
I didn't realize. I won't stop by. I guess let him fuck you to bed.
I like look at my phone for quite a while, just staring at the screen, and then look back up at you. Back at the phone.
What's con?
Stamina. Sorry, stamina
Just-
plus resolve.
Does fuck you to bed have some other meaning?
One success?
All right, you're good.
Barry. ... I don't think it will come to that, comma. Thank you.
Line break.
Okay, so wait. Someone sent you stuff and it disappeared, and then there were dead bodies, and then
Well, the dead bodies were in the morgue, so they're supposed to be there.
right.
So they weren't like just.
So someone just sent these to you, and you just went and followed it. Which, okay, I guess.
I thought it was.
But this text recipient, I don't think I'm supposed to get anything.
But you looked up when I looked up,
Right, because I got a text too.
and it told you to look right.
Yes.
It told me to look left. How did they know? They were probably watching us.
The excitement comes.
Reaching for the gun,
It's like
pulling it out. What the fuck? Who the fuck are you?
Dr. Calvin Connors.
Sit down on the couch next to me.
Okay.
Dr. Calvin Connors. Who the what?
That might be a breaking point for me. Because
Oh,
that's one of my
100%.
breaking points.
Yeah.
And I have not been taking my medication.
That's resolve plus composure, my guy.
Okay.
Hang on.
I forgot that one. That
Sorry.
was one of my breaking points. That's okay. That's reasonable.
I mean, one of,
I'm
like,
saying some crazy shit.
your stuff's kind of adjacent to one of my breaking points, but it's not necessarily there. But
Yeah, I don't think there's any pluses or minuses to that, but you do get a +1 from your integrity.
Oh, the one extra, that's it.
Yeah.
3 successes.
Okay, you're fine.
So my response is Dr. Calvin Connors, but like frozen.
I don't. Okay,
That'll be a beat, though.
who would have been able to hack or send something like that to both of us at the same time, and then take it away, and your email gets taken away?
He didn't say that he hasn't told you this got taken.
Well, like mine.
Yeah.
So, and then mine disappeared, and then your email. You showed me the email
I
disappeared.
did, yeah.
And the email disappeared. That's like.
So with your computer knowledge, if you were to go to his work computer, like be on his work network, you're pretty sure you could recover that email. Like texts, whole different thing. Like you have to hack like the phone company and all that stuff. But email, you should be able to find that in theory.
Where you work?
Morgue?
Can you get in?
Yes, and I reach over to the table and pull out my ID badge.
Well, let's go.
Now?
I mean, I'm supposed to get something that I'm not like. What you? Yes, now.
Okay.
Like, what?
Can
You asked me to come over here. You got all these weird fucking pictures and shit, and like, there's stuff. Yes, now.
I thought you had information. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Can I change?
Sure. Whatever.
Okay, if you need, there's a filter on the sink. If you want water, there's cups in the second cabinet above the oven to the left. And then there's other options in the fridge too if you want. Standing up and
I would say with the breaking point, you would need to address the gun. Like either tell him like put that away or what is that, something.
we cannot have those in the building.
Okay. That's fine.
When I come back, will it not be visible anymore?
Yes.
Okay. And then just turns and walks, leaving the stranger alone in
What direction's the water?
Yes.
And other beverages.
And for anyone watching, that's actually how to get a beverage.
Yeah.
That's good post.
And as he's walking away, this is the weirdest fucking hookup Like, what the fuck?
Stop.
I'm still like, what the fuck does he want?
I throw on jeans and a polo and a belt and tuck in the polo and grab a sweater and come back.
So weird.
Gun is away.
Do you want to drive separately?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know you. I'm not driving with you.
Fair?
What?
I'm realizing that this is strange.
Which way do we go?
Okay, let me get my car and you can follow me. I'll pull it around to the front. It'll just be like 2 minutes.
Okay.
And I'll walk into the door and lock it and then go get my car and bring it around to the front. Much nicer car than should go with the house.
I will take a picture of his license plate. And
I'll drive him up to the morgue.
Okay. Let's say it's midnight at this point. Okay. All right. You're at the morgue. It's midnight.
I'll badge us in. I assume there's nobody here.
There's a security guard.
Is it Chris?
No,
Do I know?
you know him.
Okay.
I mean, like he's asleep.
It's tough looking nights. I think that's not waking him up.
okay.
Okay, so
We'll say it's Jennifer. Security guard on duty is Jennifer. She's got 3 kids. She basically just comes here to sleep in peace. And get paid for it.
I mean,
so you wanted to see my computer?
yeah, but you said an email disappeared.
Yes.
I think I can find it.
Is it? It's still inside?
Things start to click. The text, the signature,
0 online presence whatsoever.
and I'm like, oh, it's one of them.
It's the best odd couple team up I've ever seen.
I'll take him down to my office in the basement and
So, emails don't go. Yeah, it's still inside. Yeah.
oh, that's great.
It's swept under somewhere.
Well, because see, Catherine was saying that I should report, as I'm unlocking the door, was saying I should report this to police, but I didn't have any evidence to support. So, I mean, obviously, if we have this available, that would be fantastic. I could turn it in and get this whole thing sorted out.
You're weird, dude.
It's been a weird day.
Looking around at the morgue.
A little punch drunk from not sleeping, but
All right, so you sit down at his computer, you start doing your thing. That's going to be intelligence plus computers. And then you get a text message from Catherine. It's like, Kelvin, I have find my iPhone. I know that you're at work.
Wow.
We had an agreement.
Catherine needs to learn some boundaries.
Oh, woof.
I think that Catherine casually checked.
Catherine, comma, I promise you there are mitigating circumstances. There may be a break in the case, period. The email is still inside the computer, exclamation point, line break, dash, Dr. Kelvin Connors.
It's coming from inside the house.
Kelvin, we aren't sure if this is a result of your sleep deprivedness or not. So the case might not be as important as you think it is. That's why you promised me you would sleep tonight.
I promise that I will sleep tonight, comma, but I got a weird text message that disappeared, and so did Michael, period. Michael's helping me find the email in the computer, comma.
Also,
He seems to know what he's doing, and I'm concerned that if we don't find it, he might die, period. Line break, dash, Dr. Kelvin Connors.
Barry told me about your gentleman friend.
Very this.
Yeah, they're all three.
Gossip.
Like Barry and Catherine are basically Kelvin's handlers, so they often communicate. You shouldn't be having sex with him at the morgue. Just go home, take the pills, and go to sleep, Kelvin. Maybe even call out of work tomorrow. Maybe just take a day.
I'm not going to have sex in the morgue, comma, that would be disgusting, period. Do you know what it smells like in here? Comma, that soap is terrible, period. I promise I won't be long, comma, you can see where I am, period. If anything happens, his name is Michael, period. Line break, dash, Dr. Calvin Connors.
All right, just promise me that you will get home and get some sleep in the next hour, and you will take tomorrow off.
I promise you that I will get home and sleep within the next hour, period. Line break, dash, Dr. Calvin Connors.
She doesn't respond. She just...
Slept you night.
I, of course, have red receipts on.
Yes.
5.
5? You got 5 successes?
Exceptional.
So you find every bit of digital trace of this email, but there is no email. You find where it would have, you find when it was received, you find where it went, you even find the IP address it came from, but it didn't send anything. It's like somebody reached into his computer and took it out.
And pulled it out. That's not how computers work.
Is that,
Fuck if someone didn't do that.
is it another beat for an exceptional success?
Oh, yes. I don't think exceptional successes get you beats, no.
Catherine said it wasn't in the recycle bin.
Correct. It doesn't exist, but okay. So you know how like pigeons. Now, like in the old days, like people use like carrier pigeons.
Yes, of course.
Okay. So imagine
Died out of practice roughly in 1932. Still a hobbyist thing at that point, and it's continued on to this day as like a little side sport, mostly in the Northeast.
Mike Tyson raises them.
okay, so you know carrier pigeons. So like pretend someone used a carrier pigeon to send you this email. Okay. On like a piece of paper.
Okay.
And pretend along the way that pigeon like dropped a feather or two like on its flight.
Fair, happens on a regular basis.
Okay. And like someone else saw the pigeon.
Was it molting?
No, no.
I don't know. I don't know. I wonder how much excess data it leaked. Anyway.
Are you doing the coconut bit?
What?
Okay, no, sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so someone saw the pigeon on its way too, right? Okay. Pigeon gave you the letter,
Yes.
and then you put the letter away somewhere,
Okay.
and then the pigeon flew back to where it came from, and people saw that.
Okay.
So there's evidence that this pigeon happened, and the pigeon existed.
Okay.
But somehow, in the midst of that, your letter disappeared. So people know that you got the letter and that you read the letter, but the letter doesn't exist.
Okay. So,
That's
the
bad.
letter is not in the computer.
No, someone took it out.
Well, I locked my office. Only Nathaniel and I have the keys, although I suppose Dr. Wilcox could probably get keys to it.
And the janitor.
And the janitor.
And the security guard.
And the security guard. Oh gosh, the list of suspects.
I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna put my hand on your shoulder.
Like really deep bags under his eyes and they're a little bloodshot. Like,
Things like that don't actually like exist inside it. It's all electricity.
yes. The
And
flow of electrons, which actually moves counter to what we measure it mathematically because it's not as intuitive as that way. But yes, it's about... yes.
so someone took those electrons
Okay,
and like disappeared them.
so like a magnet.
Sure.
Okay.
But they didn't necessarily have to come here to do it. They could have done it some other way.
Like a remote magnet.
Sure.
Okay. So, should I report a security breach?
No,
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
No. Because they're going to start asking questions.
What did they text you?
That you were gonna die.
Oh, God.
Manipulation plus subterfuge.
And this is misdirection, right?
Yes, technically.
Fantastic.
If you could roll composure plus subterfuge.
If I have an X, that means if it's a specialty, so I get +1.
You get 1 extra dice if it's instruction.
And if it's area of expertise, I
Then you
get
get
2.
I do have an X in subterfuge, but it's for my eye line.
Not for discerning lies.
One.
2.
That is not what his text message said. And he is lying to you.
I think I should go to sleep.
Okay,
But you have my number,
I do.
and I have your number.
Do. Dr. Kelvin.
So maybe text me in the morning, and I'll text you in the morning, and that way we know neither of us die.
Okay.
Okay.
You should get a better password.
The locky thing. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Well,
Yes. Yes. A little lock on it.
yes.
I know what a password is.
Do you? Open Sesame is a perfectly good password.
Maybe make the O as 0
Well, then it would just
for fun.
spell the same. Just saying.
Just for fun.
I really do think that you should go, and that I should go. But it was nice to meet you, Michael.
It was nice to meet you too, Dr. Kelvin Connors.
I didn't get your last name.
Smith.
Oh, I thought you were thinking about lying.
I was,
Oh, okay.
but I don't think I need to.
All right, Mr. Smith. After you.
I'll walk out.
I'll lock the door behind me, lead him back up to the front. I assume Jennifer's still asleep. I'll talk to you in the morning.
Sure.
Drive safe. You wouldn't believe how many car accidents we get. It's walk over to my car.
Okay.
And do you go home and go to sleep?
I do go home and I do take my prescription. I assume, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think she prescribed me an anxiety medication and a sleep medication.
Mm-hmm. Sleep aid.
Yeah, so I'll take the sleep aid because I don't know how they interact. So
Mm-hmm. You're going to be late for work tomorrow, I'm pretty sure.
he needs it. I also do not remember to set an alarm because I'm a little bit wrapped up in everything. If he told me that I was going to die and he was lying about it, I'm probably not going to die, but what was it? And that's what I'm ruminating on as I drift.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. And then when we come back, it will be Tuesday, June 7th. It technically already is Tuesday, June 7th. But...
Officially.
Oh, hi! We're back from break. Everyone went to pee, and I think everybody went pee.
I think
right?
we did,
Everybody
yeah.
was
Did you go pee?
I did.
Yeah. Okay.
Everybody
Everybody
smoke?
peed. Yeah. Well, I had one before I peed.
Real. Everybody peace.
I don't know if that's true.
I mean, I think the catheter.
All right, so sleep.
Putting out or like doing a new like alert thing for him, like his name.
So are you asleep at 3 a.m.?
Yeah.
Okay. You are woken up. Somebody is remote accessing your system, your home system,
Damn.
Oh, fuck.
and you have alarms set up for such an occasion.
All right. So lockdown mode, whatever that looks like.
Okay. You get to your console, right? You sit down, and there's a Word document, whether it's like Google Drive or Word or whatever you have on your computer, open, and somebody is actively typing on your screen.
Okay. I'm pulling my phone out and I'm recording it
Mm-hmm.
as it's happening.
Okay. It types out, "You will receive the message soon. Dr. Kelvin Connors has it for you." And then your whole system goes dark.
I'm gonna leave it for a minute, and then I'm gonna try to turn it back on.
Okay. Not turn back on.
Try turning it on.
I'm going to open everything up.
Your supply is gone.
The power supply is gone.
What?
What the fuck?
Hmm.
Do I have a spare?
What are your resources?
3.
If you would like to spend your resource dots on having a spare.
Or it's actually 2 right now. Yeah.
Okay. You go out to get your spare, and as you're going to get it, you realize your front door is ajar.
Okay.
Big jar.
I get a beat for emotional damage. Mental damage.
The asks in.
To be fair.
I am going to.
You can risk a breaking point because you are in a very scary situation. If you would like,
What does that mean? Risking a breaking point?
so it means you would roll, and if you fail, you degrade in integrity.
Sure.
Whoa.
Go ahead and give us a roll.
Let's make it fun. What am I rolling?
Resolve plus composure.
That's right. Okay, not bad.
Take a -1.
Okay.
Take.
2 successes.
2 successes. It's a success. I'm going to give you the spooked condition, so
Okay.
you have that for right now. Seen something weird that doesn't make any sense. You may shed condition when fear and fascination causes you to do something that hinders the group or complicates something.
Okay. Say that one more time.
You've seen something weird. You can resolve. You can shed the condition by resolving it when the fear and fascination causes you to do something that hinders the group.
Okay.
But you are spooked.
Okay.
Like whatever's going on doesn't make any fucking sense.
Okay. Check the hallway.
In your apartment?
Yeah.
Who's there?
Right. Lock it up. Reset. New power supply.
Cuda comes up, no problem.
Is the recording on my phone still if I go look for it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't think I'm sleeping anymore.
Well, you do have work in
6 hours?
6 hours?
Yeah. I'm going to spend my time doing my vice and obsessing over things that could take power supplies from computers.
Okay. You do a lot of Googling. You actually find the Midnight Crew Discord server.
What?
The Midnight Crew Discord server, the one he was talking, the one you found that Calvin's a part of.
Oh, I stay way away from that one.
My
'Cause
username
that's one of my breaking points. So no.
is Discord.
Yes. No, it's any existence of supernatural in plain sight. So
What is your username on Discord?
Dr_Calvin_Connors.
I see that and think for a second. Okay, so I'm not crazy. He's crazy. That's reassuring. And then go back to Googling what can steal a power supply from inside a computer while you're there.
Okay, so around 6 a.m., you're still drug-induced sleep.
Yes.
But around 6 a.m., you receive a text message from your primary care doctor saying, like, hey, I know we had a doctor's appointment later this week, but I have some family stuff later this week, so I was hoping I could get you in today, get you re-upped on your medications. So come and see me at 8. You will get that around 7:30. You're obsessing, you're sleeping. 8 o'clock. What's everybody doing? Cassandra, you have a work shift today at 10, and you have a general, you have to go see your new doctor to establish care today.
Okay. When's that appointment?
8.
Okay. I'm gonna blow it out.
Maybe you should go.
Okay.
You don't have to. You can blow it up.
I mean, that would be my inclination, like, but unless there's something wrong with me. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll try that.
Calvin wakes up at 7:30, sees the text message, panics, still groggy, like throws the sheets and covers off, grabs clothes really fast because he can't miss this appointment, and leaves the house in like skinny jeans that he's basically never worn before in his life, and like a flannel button up that was just the first thing that he saw, even though it's the middle of summer.
Oh.
I'll text Dr.
I take it you get up, go to the blah blah. You wake up around the same time, or are you sleeping in?
What time did I go to bed?
Late.
Late. Yeah, I mean,
Late for a man your age.
yeah.
30.
30's not that old.
Does
No.
everybody normally go to bed?
Yeah.
7 a.m.
Yeah.
Between 9 and 1.
Yeah. See, if roughly midnight is
So when do you wake up?
probably like 8:30-ish.
Wow, so
Yeah.
early still after the day you had yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay. So 8 o'clock, doctor's appointment.
I will text Dr. Wilcox just to let her know, like, hey, my doctor needed to reschedule my appointment to this morning. I may be late, haven't been feeling well, maybe out today, comma, I'll keep you posted after the appointment. Library dash Dr. Connors.
Do you show up early for your doctor's appointment or right on time?
Time.
You show up early or right on time?
I woke up at 7:30, so I am sprinting in at like 8:02.
Okay. So you have just gotten in the doors when Cassandra, you've just gotten in the doors when a Dr. Kelvin Connors kind of like is panting behind you, just having run up to the door.
I gesture for you to go first. Seems to be in a rush.
Oh, no, you were here. I was just running late. It's all fine. Everything's fine.
You sure?
No, I have a very good relationship with Dr. What's his name?
It's just a doctor.
I have a very
Dr.
good
Martin.
relationship with Dr. Martin. I don't
Doctor.
I don't think she'll mind.
Okay.
Yeah, women can be doctors.
No, but you were here. You were prepared. You were
Okay.
prepared.
You guys definitely recognize each other, by the way.
Cool.
Did everything work out with Dr. Wilcox?
Yeah. She got the job done. Barely.
Oh, was it? Did you meet with Dr. Cerulean as well?
No, I don't know that person. Should I have?
So it's like a little back thing. Dr. Wilcox told me the reason there was a mess in there was because Dr. Cerulean had done something.
Oh, do I remember that? Was I?
That was it was just
it was,
a conversation between me and-
something Wilcox told Dr.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Oh, what? I don't want to pry. I'm sure it's private. I don't mean to.
Yeah, I don't know you at all.
No, Dr. Calvin Connor.
I'm Cassandra.
Cassandra, it's lovely to meet you.
Yeah, it's been interesting meeting you.
I hear that. I have been told that before.
Yeah, I bet.
Was there blood?
Where? On Dr. Cerulean?
With your meeting with Dr.
Oh,
Wilcox.
Yeah, a little bit of blood. You know, it came on fast, as it sometimes does.
What came on fast?
The girl's period. It's rough. She really looks up to Dr. Wilcox, so you know she was inconsolable. I just had to like get her to.
So many red flags. Not menstrual blood. Nobody looks up to Dr. Wilcox.
Why don't we get a manipulation?
I'm not trying that hard, but
Oh no, but I just love that like we don't know each other, so like those are red flags why would Cassandra know that? Like
okay, you said manipulation.
Composure plus subterfuge. Yeah.
I'm composure plus subject.
No, your manipulation plus subterfuge.
Okay. Nothing.
nothing.
You guys have the reactions you have.
Which my immediate reaction is there wasn't menstrual blood.
Wow. Yeah, I guess you would know these things. Can you
Yeah.
smell it, or like, how do you know it
It's
wasn't?
color and consistency.
All right. Well, I mean, yeah, my friend, she had a small bullet wound, and she didn't want to go to the
is
doctor.
she okay?
Yeah, I mean, I need to get her some antibiotics probably, because you know Dr. Wilcox really bitched out on that. But
You
like I
must
said,
have
she barely got the job done.
you must have had such a difficult evening with the police. Then that's
We didn't tell the police. It's not. We're trying not to include them on this. Like I said, that's why I had to go to your friend, your colleague. You're not gonna like narc on me, right? I mean, I feel like I'm being really trusting with you, and you give me this information for you to just like turn around and get me in trouble. You wouldn't do that, right? Because I know where you live and stuff. So.
you know where I live.
No, wait, don't say that. I don't know where you live.
Do you know a Michael Smith?
No, that's a pretty generic name though. So
I'm going to be entirely honest with you. On a normal day, I probably would narc on you because it might get Dr. Wilcox fired. But
she probably deserves that. But
I would agree. She's very bad at her job.
she didn't want to help a kid.
That seems.
I had to like force her.
Oh,
Who sees a kid and isn't like, I gotta help that kid?
I mean, I would have.
Maybe I should have came to you. You would have helped her, right?
Kelvin, you
wouldn't
received a
have to-
text message saying you should ask Cassandra who fired the 14th bullet.
Oh my god.
I will read that and then look up at you. I have a question.
Okay.
I have a long story to tell you, but I'm going to ask you a question first, if that's okay.
Okay. If I answer the question, can I get out of the story?
I think it's very interesting.
Alright.
Who fired the 14th bullet?
Do I know what that means?
It relates to the worst thing that your character has ever done.
Oh. Whoa. This is getting really weird.
The 14th was the mercy bullet.
And I'll turn my phone.
Your Uber Eats has been delivered.
That's what?
No,
I heard the text message chime in.
there was a. It had the there was a it was so you can't take emails out of computers.
Yeah, because they're not physical things.
Yeah, thank you. But it told me to ask you that.
Uh,
Is that what the girl got hurt with?
Well,
14.
One in the head and then 13 others.
That's where I was going. Shit. Yeah, you can get out of that story.
Okay, cool. So the 14th bullet thing, I mean, that's a personal thing. I don't know why you would know anything about that.
I don't know anything about
So, yeah, I'm not going to answer that.
it. Fair.
I guess you can tell me the story still if you want.
The nonchalance.
I-
all of this.
Patty, is she ready for me?
If you're ready.
Cassandra, it was lovely to meet you. Here's my card. I'll pull a card from my wallet. If you do ever need anything, and maybe I can tell you that story sometime.
Okay.
I'm gonna get the fuck out of this conversation.
Now I really ditched the doctor's appointment.
I have a thought that you just, because you do have the work shift after this, you just go to work and steal antibiotics.
Kelvin will turn around in the hallway as he's being led back and just yell back, "Are you starting a course of antibiotics?"
Wait, I'm sorry, you're calling that to me?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah, usually bullet wounds, you probably should follow those up with antibiotics.
Yeah. Okay, so but you got it.
I mean, yeah, I guess you got an easier way. You're a doctor too, right?
If you
You don't have like hang-ups about like, felonies.
I'm gonna come back and I will hand you my phone and say, if you want to put your number here as a text message, like it's the green one. If you type that in there and send me a text message, maybe we can we can talk after my appointment, and I can see about getting you a script.
Okay. I put my number in there.
Okay, and then you hit the little green. Okay, thank you. I'll take it.
Yeah, pretty simple.
Cassandra, it was very nice to meet you, comma. I will talk to you this afternoon. Line break dash Dr. Comic Cars.
Sounds good, Doc.
I'll go to my appointment.
Your appointment is just, everyday stuff. You ditch out on yours. You do have work at 10. So, just so you know.
Yeah, I guess I would go in early.
Dante, you said you wake up at 8:30,
Roughly, yeah.
roughly. There are no pastries today.
Wow. And no nos.
Ready to have what?
Like he's not even trying.
Like, not even trying. I will walk down, like, still kind of half out of it. Go to, like, just grab where they usually are on the counter. There's nothing there. So I head down to the garage.
Your cars are there, but the Berkeley
Bel-Air.
Bel-Air is the same state it was yesterday.
Virgil?
Yes.
What did you do after I went to bed?
Nothing polite.
Cassius? Cassius? Virgil, where's Cassius?
I don't know. Let me find out what this stepmom does about the washing machine, and then I'll get back to you.
Just tell me you use the VPN.
The what?
Oh my god. I checked my guest room that Cassius has been living in, apparently.
It's perfectly pristine, clean.
Fuck. I like bang on Virgil's door. You can do that later or finish up or something. We're going on a drive. Come on. Get up.
Are you serious?
Yes, get up. We gotta go find my mechanic. Come on.
Here. Fuck.
That's what I said. You can do that later. Come on.
He opens the door, like flannel shirt half on, pulling on his jeans and like closing them, and just be like, What is so goddamn important? It is 8:30 in the goddamn morning.
There are no pastries on my table.
Order something. Uber Eats.
My
Sponsored by
red layer is still covered in blood, and I see no nos in my garage.
This is 8:30 in the morning.
We gotta find him. I don't think you understand that I just realized that my life would fall apart without him, because apparently he does more than I realized. I didn't know he was living in my house. I don't mind, but I didn't know that. We gotta go right now.
Dante, just get your own goddamn breakfast.
But we gotta find him.
He's probably pissed at you because you made him wait in the parking lot of a hospital for 8 hours yesterday.
I told him I was leaving when I left.
Yeah, but he was there up until then.
Come on, we'll take the Porsche. Come on. I know you like driving and I'll let you drive. Come on. You're the only person I let drive my Porsche. Come on.
Okay.
So I just grab his like the little piece of the flannel and kind of just I'm still half asleep dragging him.
Is it a Carrera or 911, or are you going against type and doing a Cayenne?
It's a 911 actually. Also convertible, dark blue.
As you get to the garage, the doorbell rings.
Ding dong.
Wait, I should answer that. Go. You know where the garage is. I go and answer.
Yeah, I'll just go sit in the car.
Well, you can start it and it just.
And he plops down on your couch and leans down. Takes his phone out and goes, go after the door.
You're insufferable. And answers the door. Throws the keys at him and I kind of hit him in the face.
Hello, oh wait, I'm not able to. Dante DiStefano?
Yeah, hi.
Hi, my name's Barry Deegan.
Oh.
And I'm with the Tucson Police Department.
Oh, okay.
Are you aware that a Mr. Cassius Stevens did not return home last night? This is his last known address.
He has me on his mail. Well, yeah, I mean, he was supposed to come home, and we're actually gonna go look for him right now.
Do you mind if we come inside?
I guess. Sure. But we were gonna go, are you gonna go look for him? Because we were gonna go look for him.
There's something we need to talk about, Mr. DiStefano.
Oh, okay. I come in, I guess.
Is this your partner?
What? Oh,
brother?
that's Virgil. He's fine. We were gonna go look for him. He's in from out of town.
I have some very bad news for you. I don't know if you want to take it sitting down or if you would like to have Mr. Virgil.
The more time you're talking, less time we have to go look for Cassius. So,
Mr. DiStefano, Cassius Stevens died in an incendiary accident last night around, we believe, 2 a.m.
Explosion.
His car exploded.
what car?
It was a Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Fuck. Okay, that's his car.
Okay.
Okay. What instant? You mean like fire? You mean like an
We're still
explosion?
investigating
Or-
at this time, but he was dead on arrival, and
Dead on
we've
arrival.
taken the body into custody to get an autopsy done.
Okay, but if it was fire, then how could you tell it was him? If it was an explosion, then how could you possibly
There
know
was
that?
identification on the body.
Have you not seen like a thriller movie or anything? Like, how can you tell it was him?
Well, sir, we were going to ask you to come down to the morgue and identify the body if possible. But chances are we will have to use dental records.
Bitch. That's gotta be a breaking point for him.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
100%.
Yeah,
What am I rolling?
-3.
What am I rolling on?
Resolve plus composure. I'm sorry. I didn't even think about the fact that this would have to be.
This has gotta be. This is like the one friend besides Virgil he's had. Resolve plus composure.
Mm-hmm.
-3.
And then -3.
Plus, and then a +1 because of your integrity score, yeah.
Okay.
-2 total.
-2, yeah. Math. There's still math in this.
It's literally +1 +2.
Ooh, yeah. That's a lot of not winning. That's a lot of
Failure?
failures, yeah.
I'm going to give you the guilty
Oh no.
condition.
Okay.
So you take -2 to any resolve or composure rolls against subterfuge, empathy, or intimidation, basically any social roll. and you can resolve it by either making restitution or confessing your guilty feeling about the situation
Confess.
in a way that is meaningful.
Oh yeah. One day.
Two
So-
conditions already.
Hey,
It's a beep.
Okay.
Virgil, you're driving.
We'll
Not
drive.
waiting me for this. What?
We'll drive you.
No, we're taking my car. Virgil will drive.
Right. Do you know where the coroner's office
We're
is?
going to follow you. So get in your little cop car over there, and Virgil, get the fucking keys, and we're going.
Virgil says nothing. So
Does he move or does he?
no, he gets it. He
Okay.
gets up and,
He is
and
actually
takes
doing it.
care of it. But like he has no words.
That's fair. I just okay. Just we're going.
He opens a beer as he goes to the car, and Barry's like, "Sir, you can't."
I take it out of his hand and just get the car running.
And then you guys head down to the coroner's office.
I also kind of cheers Barry as I get in the car with the beer.
An open container.
Yeah, I'm not driving.
All right. It is now 10 a.m. Michael, you were due at work an hour ago. Did you go to work?
Yeah. Tired as fuck.
Anybody else? Up until 10?
I go to work after my appointment.
Breakfast, workout. Tuesday is leg day. And yeah.
And you have that.
No, it's
campus
knees and toes day.
tour. Don't forget about that campus tour.
I am doing the campus tour. I called my 10:30 booking and asked to reschedule. Half off on the discount for half off on the fee for the inconvenience.
Dante, you and Virgil, along with Mr. Barry, Officer Barry Stevens,
Yes.
arrive at the morgue, and you are the mortician on staff. It's a body identification. You pull it out of cold storage. It is severely damaged by fire. The autopsy has already been assigned to Karen. So they're brought back.
Officer Stevens, Mr. DeStefano, I am terribly sorry that you have to be here under such circumstances.
Yeah, so am I.
I do need to warn you, this is a little bit of a difficult picture.
Yeah. Okay, understandably so.
Okay. I'll pull back the sheet.
He's unrecognizable, face mostly gone. Near his upper thigh, there's a tattoo that was mostly untouched that says Dante does it better. That you remember forcing him to get on a bet.
Would you be able to make an identification based on any markings or?
Look, he's so burnt up. I don't know how anyone could make some identification like this. How do you even know that's him? You know, like that could be anybody. It could be a plant. Who knows? You know, like I'm famous. People want me dead. They could be like doing. I don't fucking know. How do you know?
If that is something you're unable to do, that is entirely understandable. We will proceed with dental records. We were curious, perhaps, with some of the markings that were remaining. He has several tattoos, and we weren't sure if any of those were things that you would recognize.
Tattoos are easy to replicate. Like I don't. Like, why am I here, officer? Like, really, like, you should be looking for my mechanic, not
Mr.
trying
DeStefano, if you can tell that this is your friend, it will help us find whoever did this.
Yeah, except it's probably not. I don't, like, yeah, I recognize the tattoo, but again, tattoos are easy to replicate. Like, I could just tattoo anybody right here, right now.
All right, sir. Let's go back out to the waiting room, and we'll have... What's Virgil's last name?
Oh, fuck, he had a last name at one point.
We'll have Virgil come back and attempt.
Thank you for coming in, Mr. DeStefano. We appreciate your time, and I'll cover it back.
Yeah, sure thing. You guys, is there a bar around here or something?
Yeah,
Are you
I
close?
I can point out a few places.
Okay, I'm going there, and you can find me there once Virgil tells you that this is not my mechanic.
Okay, we don't need to hold you for any questioning at this time.
I
But
should hope not.
I will remind you to try not to leave the state.
Okay.
If you would like to leave your card or contact information with the receptionist for Dr. Connors, we will let you know if we find that these are replicated.
You got a computer with a printer? It's hooked up to a printer?
Yes.
Okay. I want to go over to it, Google my name and Italian circuit, print out a picture of myself, sign it. There's my card. You can call me.
There's not a
Walks away.
there's
I
not a
just leave.
contact number on.
What are you doing? You can't contact. He's a suspect in this investigation. You were not to contact him. Is that understood?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna bring in the other guy.
Barry thinks are weird.
Okay. You look good. Did you sleep last
I
night?
did.
And you still think things are weird?
Things are weird.
Like weird, like Midnight Crew weird?
Yes.
All right. How about this? I have to finish out my shift. I gotta get some sleep myself. Why don't we go to the park? We'll have a nice walk, and then we'll go to dinner
Okay.
tonight. Say 5 o'clock.
I'll 7.
I'll go on the walk by myself, and then we'll meet at 7. Okay.
I like said I don't actually get to the car, or I don't actually make it to anywhere but the car. And as soon as I get in the car, I just start punching the steering wheel.
Virgil comes back. He identifies it as Cassius, based on the tattoos on his body.
Is Barry still in the room?
Barry escorts Virgil out. You are now alone with the body? Is that what you're asking?
No, if you came in.
Yeah, he came in with Virgil.
Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Virgil. And we again apologize for your loss.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr.
Connors, Kelvin Connors said I'll pull out my card and hand it to him. If you have any
Barry will
calls.
snatch it. Be like, you have a nice day, Mr. Last name.
Last name.
Virgil will have last name eventually.
Virgil last name.
Yeah.
And then Virgil will come out to the car. He will stop you from punching your car,
Knuckles are bloody at this point.
drive you to a bar, and he will
Healthy.
just get you passed out.
Excellent, because I'm not going to say it out loud. But he knows.
All right. That's 10 o'clock. So you're at work now.
Okay, yeah, I try at some point during my shift to steal antibiotics. I feel like I have like a stash of like fake pills that I've made to replace.
You don't have to try that hard.
Okay.
Glenn sees you coming and is like, hey, what's up, Cassandra?
Hey, I came in early because I left early yesterday.
Oh, I just assumed you were here for pills.
What? So he gives me the pills? Why?
The same reason you had something on the other lady.
Oh, okay. All right.
Glenn has killed 3 people in a drunk driving accident in his teens.
Holy shit. How'd I find that?
Good team.
Okay, so I arranged with him to get antibiotics then.
Okay, what kind of antibiotics?
I mean, like, good ones. It's a pretty deep wound.
I'm not a doctor, Cassandra. Could you, like,
I start
Google it?
Googling it, yeah.
And it's at this point that you remember Dr. Calvin Connors.
Okay. I text him. Texting begins again. Hey, what antibiotics theoretically would you recommend for a gunshot wound to an adolescent girl about so many pounds?
I do. I need to roll for this, or is it just like okay?
Line break dash.
I will. I'll send a long
Cassandra.
explanation.
So that's why we don't text.
Doesn't even register that at all. I'll give like a long explanation of the reasoning why I'm recommending what I'm recommending, and then at the bottom I will list off like a broad panel antibiotic, and then something as far as like a probiotic, and then like I kind of will give like a list of 2 or 3 things, and like and recommended blah 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 blah, non-narcotic painkiller blah 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 blah.
Oh
Like,
yeah, nice touch.
Dr. Glenn.
Line break dash.
line break dash Dr. Calvin Connors.
And then I go, okay, great. This was, thanks for the information. Line break dash, Dr. Cassandra. And then I show you. Okay, I guess one of these two. Maybe
Alright.
just give me both.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Are you paying this time or?
Yeah, I'll pay.
Okay. So one more dot, but he gets you everything you need.
There's a message on your phone. I wasn't aware that you were a doctor. Or you a PhD or like, is the girl doing all right? I really hope that everything was going.
I don't respond.
If you need the pictures redone, please let me know. I'll be happy to assist with making them cleaner. Line break dash Dr. Connors.
Thumbs up emoji. Line break dash, Dr. Cassandra, woobly. I don't know, gibberish word.
Is that check?
Done. I don't respond.
Anyone else doing anything?
I have my tour of the school with Maddie.
Mm-hmm. It goes really nice. The tour guide goes, Mayhem, that's an interesting last name. You know, there was this great wrestler back in the day, Mordecai Mayhem. I always thought he was really great.
Is the guide saying that to Maddie? I just kind of,
Hello, sir.
yeah, par for the course.
Just doesn't recognize it.
It's okay. You know, you always just want to look cool in front of your daughter.
I mean, you look cool in front of her daughter. He still mentioned you. You know what I mean? Like, so you
That's
still
valid.
look cool.
So, yeah, I'll ride that high for a little while.
Just imagining the like little grin she gets.
It's cute.
Okay. Nothing else from anybody? You're not working on anything?
No, because if I know that someone's looking right now, I'm gonna try to keep my nose clean.
Okay. Around 1 in the afternoon, if anyone checks, you know, like how your phone has like news articles?
Yeah.
Like, one of the top ones of those is car bombing in Tucson.
I would like to say I don't stay like passed out for very long, especially because it's like morning, middle of the day kind of thing. And I'm just down in the garage, like just fucking with the car. I'm under the cars doing all sorts of shit to it. And like the news article pops up and I just chuck my phone across the room, hits the wall. Everything's covered in grease and oil, and I'm not being very thorough or clean with anything. I'm just working, cursing under my breath.
I will text after seeing the article. I will text Michael, and say, "You didn't text me this morning. Are you alive?" ? There was a car bombing, but I've only seen one victim, and it didn't look like your build. Period.
They haven't released any names or anything. Oh, but you saw the actual
Saw the body.
And it didn't look like your build, so I assumed it wasn't you, comma. But I guess that doesn't rule out that there was another body that we haven't discovered yet. Period. Are you alive? ? Again.
Line break.
Just talking about products.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't sleep well. Yeah, I'm alive. Obviously, if I'm texting you.
Give me a resolve plus composure roll, because the situation that you regret was a Jeep Grand Cherokee in a Del Taco parking lot, and you figured out the trigger mechanism.
Resolve composure.
Yeah. It's definitely a breaking point for you.
Any negatives or anything?
No. You get a +1 from your integrity, though. You didn't succeed? Guilty. And to be clear, you had nothing to do with this,
Yeah.
but it's the exact same situation.
Yeah.
Like, down to location, but a different state. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad to hear you're all right, Alma. It is very strange. This is much more violent crime than I'm used to seeing in a given week. Period. Not to say that statistically this kind of thing is annoying.
Dr. Calvin Collins.
You're weird.
I've heard that multiple times today, comma, but I appreciate the confirmation. Period. Line break dash Dr.
I didn't mean that in a bad way. What the fuck is going on?
I don't know, comma. No, period. Back. Like I said to you last night, comma, I was really hoping that you would have the puzzle pieces that I was missing, but it seems like perhaps both of us are missing most of our decks. Period. I shouldn't be talking to you about most of these things, but I am very freaked out. Comma, please don't tell Barry. Period.
Who the fuck is Barry?
Oh, good.
Also, I'm sorry I pulled a gun on you.
I appreciate the apology. I won't bore you with the details, but I don't do well with guns.
Oh, neither do I.
Could have fooled me. ... You seemed very comfortable. Period. I'm not allowed to talk to Dante DeStefano, but he gave me an autograph, comma, I don't know why. Period. But the person that passed has some sort of connection to him, and this is now the only living person that I know that's connected to all of these oddities. Period. I was not assigned to the autopsy, so I won't be able to gather more information until Wilcox fucks it up. Period. Line break dash Dr. Calvin Connors.
Who is Dante DeStefano? Barry Wilcox.
You know Wilcox, because you dug up a bunch of shit on her yesterday.
Right, but I don't know if it's the same one that he's talking about.
Oh, no, you figured that out yesterday.
Right, but I'm still like, I
You're
want.
just Googling all these people?
Yes.
So Dante
But
DeStefano.
no, I'm sending to him as a text message.
Oh.
Who is these people? Because I want to hear him tell me who these people are. I think I know who. Maybe I know who Wilcox is. I don't know DeStefano.
Dr. Wilcox is the head medical examiner, comma, my boss. ... Probably also don't say anything to her, period. Barry is the police officer that brought in the witnesses to identify the body, comma, he's a friend, ... But I also would still prefer you don't speak with him about this because I'm not supposed to talk about it, ... I don't know who Dante DeStefano is, but there was a picture of him online and he signed it. Period.
What did my text message say again?
Yours said he will soon know about the explosion.
Okay. Okay. How? I don't understand.
I'm feeling very well rested, comma. So tonight, I think I'm going to stay a little bit late and see if I can redo this autopsy. Period. I'll let you know if I get more puzzle pieces, comma. Hopefully we can get some corners or at least some edges because that makes everything a lot easier. Line break dash Dr. Calvin Connors.
This guy really likes puzzles.
I hate tabletop puzzles. But I like word puzzles.
In that case, consider it a crossword, comma.
We need to get a lot of vowels in the right places. Kelvin, as you go to put the body away, you're pushing it in, and the sheet is kind of come off one of the foot. And as you put it back on the foot, as you like push it into the freezer, you realize that something applied to the skin burned hotter than the rest of it, and there is an eye burned darker into the bottom of his foot. And that's where we'll end tonight. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This was our first episode of Chronicles of Darkness. It will not always go this long, and I do promise eventually everyone will meet each other, and then everyone will be in on it. Thank you. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. Go out, check out Eventually, if you need to know more about Chronicles of Darkness, or hit us up on Discord, Twitter, Facebook. I think our MySpace is gone, but basically anywhere. And I would love to talk about it. You can tell me your theories about what you think is going on. We love to hear all about it. Hit us up on Patreon, where soonish we'll have the character creation video.
Yeah.
Okay. So because we recorded all of the character creations for these characters, so you can get an inside look at all of the secret stuff that we kind of mentioned that even the other characters don't know. That will be up on our Patreon soonish.
By the posting of this video.
Speaking of Patreon, we have Patreon members.
Yes, we do. Patreon members. I thought you were like thinking of like something else that we were going to post on Patreon. Thank you so much to Sparky, Doskivid, Daniel, Rio's mom, Alistair Rockelman, Eric Fox, Meepo, Dream Lover, Duke Relin, and Taku Arcana.
Yay.
Thanks, everybody. See you next time. We'll come up with a tagline.
Eventually.
Allegedly.
Line break dash. Dr.
Dr.
Connors.